Yo, what up? What up? What up? What up, people? My bad. All right, we're back. We're back. We're back. We're back. My bad, people. What's up? What's up? What's up? Bud, don't stop. Canelo, what up? Gino, what up, blood? Josue, what up? Marco, dude is on my last nerve. I don't know who you're talking about.
Yeah, Alberto and CJ are still going at it for the past, I think, 3 days now.
CJ, come on, man. Stop what's the word? Involving yourself in this ridiculousness.
Correction.
I think
for the past
they're going to
24
meet
hours.
up. They're going to meet up at a. Oh, well, I don't know. From what I saw, you guys have been going at it so long. Then, but from my understanding,
No,
last I
as soon as I go ahead.
last I left the Discord, I saw they were trying to meet up in at some bus stop or like a park or something like that. I don't know.
No, that's what he suggested, and
This
just like I
is-
always know he's bullshitting, so I called his bluff, and he's like, no, you might do something shady. It's like that was your suggestion. What are you talking about? After that, I just made the concession. I said, you got it, you won. I'm broke, I'm homeless. I got nothing going on. You're the better man.
CJ, honestly, man, it's like
Again, it's been like a day and a half since I said anything. I know I get pulled back into it sometimes, but it's so fucking dumb and low IQ. It's like everything he says is so transparent. It's very hard for me not to just say point out his bullshit.
You ever see this might go over Mo's head, although I wouldn't, maybe not. Nightmare on Elm Street, the first one. At the very end, the way that Freddy dies is when they stop being scared of him and turn their back on him, and that he stops feeding his soul and he dies. You stop feeding it, it will die. It might go on to somebody else, but it won't go on to you.
I understand, and it is my fault for feeding into it, but I really thought if I just point out all the absurdity and all the bullshit, he would just go away, work on himself, and come back a better man. But no, he's persistent. Every time I fucking check him, he just comes back for more. So.
And it's not your fault.
A dozen times. I don't know.
It's not your fault. Let's be clear. Alberto, you do start shit. Again, it's a thing of like Alberto will poke and then you'll overreact, and then it turns into this whole. But he starts it though. To be fair.
Yeah, he said he was going to pull up to my live. Obviously, he didn't. All that shit.
Well, yeah. Whatever.
Yeah. Okay. Next topic.
I think it's all Mo's fault. Somehow.
Mo should be his mentor. He should take him under his wing. Something.
Yeah, I was just throwing.
I don't know. I think he wants me to take him on. I think he wants me to take him under his wing now too, or maybe he just says that to aggravate you more, CJ. I don't know.
No, that doesn't affect me. I don't give a fuck. I want him to get some help. See, I'm not even being sarcastic. I'm not even shitting on him. Like it's very strange how he behaves. So
we don't know.
I hope he does.
We don't know. He could be literally living in his grandma's basement. He could be a rich kid with nothing to do. Like you don't know what it could be. Anything. You know what I mean? Right. You have no idea. No idea. So and none of that matters. Let's just all be good to each other or just not fuck with each other. It's just, you know what I mean?
Word. Yeah.
So I was just on TBV and Breadman was a guest, the coach.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He was definitely heavily for Bud in the fight. He thinks Bud's I didn't agree with some of his opinions. He wasn't saying anything crazy, but I didn't agree with a lot of he was kind of saying that Canelo gasses out easily, and Canelo, like against Bivol, Canelo just got so tired, and so he just kind of gave up and let Bivol beat him up, which is kind of true, but I don't think it's because he gave up. One, I think Bivol just had the range, and two, Canelo, did he claim some kind of an injury for that fight?
Yes, I believe he had a shoulder injury.
I kind of believe it because I've never seen him so inactive. I've never seen him just lay on the ropes and just fucking not do anything. But
possible, yeah.
It's possible. But the size range, like Bud does not, even though Bud's reach is longer, Bud does not have, 5 inches in height on him, and nah.
Right.
Yeah, I think the reach advantage is only like 3 inches or 3 or 4 inches.
Right, but height matters. So you might have You know what I mean? Like you might have 3 inches longer reach, but if I'm 5-6 inches taller than you, I still got more reach. So it's just like, so But what's up, Kalia? Rob the Barbarian.
Yeah, I'd say the biggest pro Bud talking points I'm hearing are still mostly just kind of intangible things, which matter. It's just we just kind of have to have faith that those intangible things will show up. You know what I mean? Like his ring IQ, he has like that Mamba mentality. He's a better, more competitive athlete.
I feel like Canelo has a Mamba mentality too. Why do people act like just Bud has it?
Because he's not black like Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant.
I didn't
think
say
that's
that.
kind of what it boils down to. Well, I'm just saying like that thing. Like I just think it's a really veiled.
You like to?
I think it's a very veiled. I think it's a very veiled way to say that. Like the same thing with Tim Bradley. He's saying that he's the better athlete. And I'm like, really? I don't know where that comes from.
It's racial.
No. I'm not even tripping. I disagree. Mo likes to ignore my points. He goes with the general consensus, like more of these casual voices, but he doesn't address the things I say. Like why I say
that wasn't directed at you specifically.
Oh, I know.
That wasn't.
I understand.
That wasn't
directed at you
specifically.
Yeah. You're talking in general, the other voices you hear, but what I say, as far as the mentality, Crawford has demonstrated more of a killer instinct recently. That's all. Historically, Canelo's been stopping people in brutal fashion. Shout out to him. But recently, Crawford has shown it more.
Yeah,
so it's not about
not
somebody's race or anything like that. At least when it comes to me.
He didn't have a killer instinct against Bivol, and against the other guys. I mean, they were fucking running from him. Like I don't understand. People don't realize how hard it is to catch somebody who is not trying to engage. It's almost impossible. If somebody wants to stay away from you, they can stay away from you.
I understand. Yeah, Shannon Briggs said the same thing, but I don't think Berlanga, for instance, ran. The other guys, yeah, you got a point. Berlanga was just trash. I don't think he was running though.
Berlanga wasn't running. No, he wasn't running, but he was, he was so much bigger. It was just like goofy. But yeah, I don't know why they do that though. They always talk about this mentality. Like I've seen Canelo. Canelo has never shown me a mentality where he's just like conceding, like to anybody. So, I mean, he's lost before, so maybe that's why people think Bud's is better because Bud never lost.
I mean, he's lost before, but he's also fought the better fighters. And look at who he lost to. He lost to what? TBE, the guy we call TBE, and the best light heavyweight of this era. Those are kind of not the worst people to lose to.
Yeah.
Or.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. The more I think about it, the more I feel like I'm leaning a little more towards Canelo. The more I hear, like, the more I just think about everything. I don't know though.
I agree. I'm in the same camp. I'm still 60-40, but the closer we get to it, the more it feels like I don't know. It's just the way I envision the fight happening. The only way that Bud can win is by not by running and not by doing what Charlo and what's his name Berlanga did. Yeah, they're going to try to like out counter him, and is really just to keep turning him, keep giving him angles, and he'll have to take some to give some. And I think hopefully if that is the case, it could be a good, fun, and maybe even brutal fight.
So my man asked you, has Canelo ever stopped an elite fighter? Okay. Baldomir was not elite. He stopped him. Kermit Cintron was, I don't know about elite, but he stopped him. Shane Mosley, he decisioned him. He's definitely elite. Austin Trout decisioned. Floyd, he lost. Angulo, he knocked out, but I don't know if he's elite. Lara.
Brutally knocked out Amir Khan.
Yeah, I'm going up the list here. Lara, James Kirkland he knocked out, but he wasn't elite. Miguel Cotto, decision. Amir Khan was elite, agreed. Liam Smith, probably not elite. Chavez Jr. ran for his life. And Golovkin, we know what happened there. Danny Jacobs, decision. Kovalev was elite, but maybe not at that particular time. So really, Billy Joe Saunders was elite, I would say. Wasn't he at that point? Undefeated?
I would say so, yes. And not only did he defeat him, he fucking pretty much retired him.
Plant, too. I think Plant was elite at that point. So
he was considered, I'll give you Plant.
Billy Joe and Plant, I would say. Other than that, no, he hasn't stopped any elite fighters. But that's 2. So that's the answer to your question. Who asked that? Boxing fan.
But then listen, it's the same criticism that they said that they give Benavidez. He doesn't knock the guys out. Like, that's how good he is. He's so good, he has to knock them out for him to be a great fighter.
Yeah,
like,
I mean, no, I'm with you. Like
that's like saying Floyd Mayweather was not a great fighter because he didn't knock out all the guys at the end of his career. I would say the best guys on his resume, he didn't knock them out.
None of them. How many knockouts has he had? He knocked out Diego Corrales as lightweight. As a welterweight, who has he knocked out? Ricky Hatton. Maybe, is that it?
That's the one that comes to mind. But trying to read between the lines between on Old Boy's comment, I think because people were claiming that one of Canelo's big advantages is power, right? Mo, you want to rely on the tangibles. Okay, we can see the power. Since he's not stopping people anymore, they're like, well, we got to question it. I think, and I'm not saying I agree, but I think that's his point, that if you're talking about how much power he has, then who did he really stop? I think that's what he's saying.
My counter to that criticism would simply to be that it's not that he doesn't have power, is that he's a poor finisher. And I would say that Bud is a better finisher, because one thing is hurting the guy. It's a different matter entirely to hurt him and get him out of there.
Interesting.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Yeah, the coach was saying that. What else did he say? I don't know if either of you watched it. He was saying that he said that Canelo gets gassed, which I don't agree. Oh, he said that Bud. He kept focusing on how great of a body puncher Bud is, and I'm there like, well, isn't Canelo an unbelievably good body puncher? Or was it
just doesn't put them together. He does this one shot, but absolutely, it's effective, and that's the bottom line.
Hold on, sorry. Let me just answer this. If you guys want to say something for a second, I just got to answer this text.
Sure. I really like.
Go ahead.
I just want to say quickly, I really like Marco's all the boxing attire he has. I think next time he's going to go back to the couch and snuggle up in a Roy Jones snuggie.
You motherfucker, you.
You got it, man.
Yeah, I got a lot of Roy Jones stuff.
That's dope. I wish I had more Tyson shit. I'm getting there.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you got that glove.
Got the glove. I got a shirt. I had a tank top. I don't know what happened to it. It said, "Thuns out, guns out." Like THUNS. Yeah, and it had Tyson on there. That shit was hard. I got the hat. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh boy, we got this fucking guy in here. Jesus Christ.
Yo, man, that was so 1980, right?
What?
Suns out, guns out.
Right.
Oh, yeah. Your era. Well, no, you're a boomer. So before your era. You're a boomer. You're a baby boomer.
Damn it. You guys are soft. So what's going on, guys? What's going on, Marco, man? How we doing today?
Dylan, how you doing?
Doing great, man. Doing great. So what's the topic at hand?
Same shit. The same shit we're probably all going to be talking about for another 10 days.
Yeah.
And then we're going to talk about for another fucking 10 days after, depending on what happens.
Hey, you know what? That could be very damn true. I heard you saying something about a coach.
What up, Mike?
Yeah, Coach Breadman was on TBV, you were saying, Marco?
Oh, yeah. Mr. Hype Man.
Yeah, exactly.
What was he saying? Bud walks on water?
Yeah, exactly.
Like he said that Conwell walks on water. Make fun of his ass with that one.
Yeah. Shout out Charles Conwell.
Hold on, so grab it for a second. Sorry, I got some shit for work here. I got to answer.
You grab it, Rich. I'm not grabbing it. What?
Oh God, what a
I'm used to running point guard.
I'll grab it and spit on it.
So
okay, one thing I'll say about
hit Tutti Frutti.
Hold on,
can't let that go.
The conversation.
No.
Who the fuck was that? Who the fuck?
Okay, so one thing I'll say that they were talking about on that show, which made me laugh, was like
Is that your boyfriend, Marco, saying that shit?
Bud wrestled in high school. Oh, he played basketball in high school. And I'm like, guys, are we kidding? Like, what do you mean? Canelo was literally fighting grown ass men as a pro fighter when he was 15, 16. Like, what do you mean?
Yo,
he
this
wasn't in fucking high
overhyped.
school. Yeah,
Yo,
like what the fuck?
Crawford has not wrestled in high school. That was junior high shit. Like, what the fuck are we talking?
I was about to say that because he went on a JRE. He did a Joe Rogan like a year or two ago, and they asked him about his wrestling, and he said, "Oh, I did like a season in the 8th grade."
What? That's all he did?
Yeah,
bro, man.
We make it seem like he was an Olympic medalist.
No, man, they're acting like he a D1 star and shit. Get the fuck out of here. All he does is bully these guys who don't know shit about wrestling. That's how he's been doing.
Ask him to pull up a picture of him in a wrestling singlet. It probably, I don't know. I haven't seen any of it.
Right? We'll have him looking like a pretzel on his ass.
I'm telling you right now, I would challenge him next time we're around each other to the punch machine. I bet you I'll hit harder than him.
Than who?
Than Bud. I bet you I could, without taking running fucking starts off the vertical. I bet you I could fucking hit a higher score. And I'm like 10 years older. I'm telling you.
I don't know about
that. Because it's an individual, momentary type of thing. I will give it to Bud because he's gonna want to show up for it. You know what I mean? He don't like being shown up individually. He don't like that.
Neither do I. I mean, look, whatever. I think I'll surprise. I
think you'll be right there with him. I'm not gonna say you're not. I
love going to those machines, especially like, you guys don't know how it is in New York, but like you go to those at Coney Island, whatever, all these muscle heads. And I always go over and I score way higher than all of them. And I mean, you could ask my wife.
Me too, bro. Me too. I actually have a video. I'm gonna show you.
Muscle heads ain't strong.
Who said that?
Drop that.
FunTruck said it.
Yeah.
Well, you're kind of a big dude. I'm fucking 20 pounds lighter than you.
Bro, since there's only a little bit here on the panel, I want to share a story that happened yesterday on my bike ride.
Go ahead.
So I'm on my bike ride. I'm getting squeezed in between the bike lane and a car. And this guy's on his phone. He's riding with his right hand and left hand's on the phone. And he's coming into my bike lane. And my handlebars are mirror to mirror. Like and I'm about to get squished. So I slapped the guy's mirror.
Slap him?
I slapped the mirror.
Oh,
I'm on my bike. He's in a car.
Okay.
In a RAV4. And then he's like points at me. He tells me to get he stops the car and tells me like, come at me.
Uh-oh.
I hit the brakes and I point at the ground. I'm like, all right, then come here. He gets out of his car from in the car. He looks like a fat dude. He looks like a bald fat dude. He gets out of the car. He's 250 wide as fuck, bro. dude, 250 wide as fuck and like flat stomach. And so I'm like,
wait, before you go to the story, so where did your mind go when you saw that?
I got scared, bro.
Okay.
You probably wish you had a gun on you, like Giant.
I push him. I try pushing him away. He smacks my hand down, and he swings first.
Oh, he swings.
I'm wearing my.
So wait. So hold on. So he just walks right at you and tries to put his hand on your chest.
I kind of like push him away because he gets too close.
Oh, okay.
And he smacks my hand down.
Okay.
And then he throws a clobbering right.
Okay.
I'm wearing a helmet. And I roll the right hand, but it hits the top of my helmet and it makes like this weird noise. And I'm like, whoa, like that. Did I just get rocked? I line up the strongest fucking right hand I could, bro. And I throw it like a boxer. I turn my hip and heel everything over. And I hit him right here perfectly. I hit him so hard, my hand doesn't even hurt because I hit him perfect.
Oh, yeah.
Like a boxer should. I felt his face wrap around my punch. And then I'm staring at him like, holy shit, you didn't get just knocked out. And guess what?
What?
He throws a second right hand and it like skins my cheek right here.
Uh-huh.
Because I'm in shock that he didn't get knocked out. So then again, I do the same thing. Roll the right hand and I line up the fucking meanest second right hand and he doesn't go down again. And my dumbass does the same thing. I stare at him like, holy shit, I just hit you with my second hardest punch. He does it again, but this time I roll the right hand and I hit him a third time. And by that time, people got in between us. But and his face was fucked up. He was bleeding from the other eye, not from the side that I hit him.
Was he a white dude? What was he?
Yeah, white, like European guy.
Okay.
250, 280, ball of muscle, bro.
Like accent? Like not from America? or you didn't hear him talk?
Not accent, but he was maybe American, European.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
But I'm telling you, he was the biggest ball of muscle I've ever seen, bro. And then I jump on my bike and I ride out of there, and I'm like, holy fuck, I can't believe he didn't go down. I was in shock that he didn't get knocked out, dude. Anyways.
Well, which is why Berlanga didn't go down didn't get knocked out, because size matters.
You can't hit a big dude like that.
I mean, look, I've dropped big guys. I've done it, but that doesn't. If it doesn't happen, that makes sense because it's just a physics thing. Like you're a way smaller piece of mass.
Hey, anyways, to finish the story off, that's only my second street fight. I don't really go looking for trouble. I don't know why that happened. It just kind of did, yeah.
That's because we fucking start complimenting your sparring. You got all crazy.
Bro, maybe.
He got all crazy.
Maybe.
Man, look, bro, let's just call it what it is. FunTruck, you're pillow fisted, bro. I'm sorry, man.
He can punch.
Nah, man. You know what, bro? It just does matter when you're fighting a big dude like that. Yo, you don't go head hunting, bro. You're just gonna tickle him on the superficial.
I mean, I'll be honest, FunTruck. I think you were kind of wrong for slapping his fucking thing like that. Don't you think?
Yeah.
No, I was getting squished.
I was getting pinched. I was getting pinched. I was in my bike lane, and so you know how a bike lane has like that separation, so cars can stay in their lane.
Right.
He was way over, and I'm getting crushed. So I had to get his attention. Otherwise, I would have like.
Well, why not just knock and be like, "Hey," instead of like you know what I mean?
Because you're about to kill me, bro.
Was it that bad? Were you literally about to get crushed?
I was going to get crushed if I didn't get his attention. That was the way I got his attention.
Okay. So when he threw the punches at you, did it seem like he knew he had fought before or no?
No, but I think I was just super intimidated by his size. It kind of caught me off guard. And then I think every time I landed a punch, swear, bro, I'm telling you, I landed with these knuckles. My hand doesn't hurt. I couldn't believe the motherfucker was standing up, dude. And I'm waiting for someone to post it online. Like, I'm pretty sure somebody recorded it, but
World Star.
Hey, wow. You gotta hit a big dude like that in the sternum. Hit him.
I mean, you're lucky he didn't try to grab you. He didn't try to grab you at all?
Yeah.
I tell you what, the first time I got in a fight, I knocked the guy out in 2 punches. This time, like maybe I was riding my bike and I was like, maybe he wasn't meant to be knocked out and crush his skull on the asphalt. You know what I'm saying? Or get hit by a car that was oncoming. Because this happened in the street, on a major street.
Right.
You know what happened? You got humbled,
guys. No more complimenting FunTruck for his fucking.
No, he got humbled, bro. That's good. He got humbled because we may all think we that good until somebody's over there is pissing or spray painting, right?
Whoa, bro! I had a barbecue with my buddies and my girl, and I was chewing my food like no problem. I know that dude was having a tough night, dude. That motherfucker face hurt, bro.
Why do you think he didn't go at you? You think he just didn't know how to fight, or he got shocked, or why didn't he just go after you?
He did. So he threw this right hand, and I rolled it, but that was the first one that hit my bike helmet. Like it would have missed if I wasn't wearing a helmet.
Okay, so you were able to elude it. Okay.
Yeah. And I think when I clipped him with the right hand, his whole demeanor changed. I saw him just get super small, and that's why I was.
Oh, yeah. So he said to him, so he could tell, this guy knows how to fight.
Well, I mean, I fucking rocked him with the hardest right hand, dude, and I just saw his demeanor change, and then he went fighting like this. So no, he really didn't know how to fight.
Oh, okay.
You're lucky he didn't grab you. You know what I mean? Because that would have been a game changer.
Maybe
well, I do know how to wrestle, bro, but he was so fucking big, dude. Yeah. He's so big, but
did he even hit hard? No, right? Because he doesn't know how to punch.
Yeah, but at that point, the guy's that big. He's gonna swallow him up on grappling his eyes. You land right on top of him, then what?
No. I don't think so.
That's not gonna happen.
I can handle myself too. Like, but I would rather. Anyways, like he just was wide as fuck, bro. Like that dude came out wide as fuck, and he was flat. Like he was in shape,
Those endorphins probably had him feeling like Superman. So don't be too hard on yourself.
Thank you. I mean, I did. Like I rode my bike away, and I like stopped at the stop, like next to this reflective building. I tried to look at myself because that first one that rang the helmet, I thought I got cracked, and for a second, I'm like, what the fuck just happened? And then I put it together. Like I didn't get touched. It was just like him hitting the plastic on the helmet and made this vibration noise.
See, and that's like in California, guys, they're less likely to have guns. So like fights might happen. Whereas in certain states, like people don't even go this far, I don't think, right?
I mean, not for nothing, but I think homeboys you're in Stockton, right, FunTruck?
I'm in San Francisco. This happened like downtown San Francisco.
Oh, okay. Oh, no, then you're in no danger. Yeah,
No,
yeah. There are a bunch of pussies out there.
Normally, guys like that, they're not hanging out with guns. It's the smaller guys, bro.
No. It was just like a 40-year-old roid rage white guy. His wife was in the car screaming like a Karen after I rocked his.
Oh, what was she saying?
I can't remember, dude. Like I just remember her yelling.
Damn, you should have flirted.
Was it yelling like at you or at him? Like, what the fuck? You like? Because sometimes they'll get mad at the dude for even getting out the car.
She was just. I don't know if I heard someone saying stop, but guess what? After the whole incident and when they got in between us, they were on my side because I'm much smaller and I'm the cyclist, dude. And then I got a good look at his face, and he was bleeding from the other eye, and that's what I just remember like vividly. Like his face was fucked up.
Oh, you caught him. Yeah, you caught him with 2 good shots. Well, that's for him too. Maybe next time realize you might get in front of a boxer and look. That's what happens.
It's a humbling experience for both of them because he's gonna be like, damn, bro. And then for FunTruck is like, yeah, as hard as I think I can hit, there's someone who can take it.
Exactly, bro. And there is a point. He could have pushed me he could have easily pushed me and like pushed me 10 feet. That's how big the motherfucker was.
Why didn't you just keep? Because if you would have kept chopping, you probably would have knocked him down.
I would have, and I hit him with the third shot because I walked away halfway through. After the second one, I walked away, and I'm like, "What the fuck?" And I went back to my bike, and he was there, so I went like a hook to try to get around. I went,
Wait a second. I thought you just hit him with 2 shots and they broke it up.
Three of the hardest right hands I have, bro.
I thought it was 2. So you hit him with 1 right? Okay, 3. And then what do you mean you walk back and hit him again? I'm confused.
Okay, after the second shot, I started walking away, and in my head, I'm like, "How come he's not hurt?" And so then I went back at him, and I went this way, like to slap, so they can go like this. Boom.
Mm-hmm.
And he didn't go down, and by that time, they got in between us.
This guy has 0 defensive skills.
No, he's right. He's probably just some roided up
bro. 95% of the people, if not more, do not know anything about.
I'll tell you, if that was like me in HLD, I would have stretched HLD out,
bro. You would have been choked out or have been ground and pounding your ass.
I bet you would want to pound me, you fruitcake.
And I would, bro.
Now that's a tutti frutti. That's a tutti frutti.
HLD, but for real, do you have you done MMA and shit? Are you schooled in that at all?
No, not schooled.
Oh. Yeah, see, that's one thing. When I was coming up in the 80s and 90s, as
I did some boxing in Puerto Rico, man, and when
oh, you did? Okay.
And as a teenager, but bro, the conditions of boxing with fucking cracked old leather gloves, burn marks everywhere, in a hot 95 degrees,
Did you have any amateur fights or just sparring?
No, sparring, shit like that.
Yeah, so like when I was coming up, MMA wasn't big. The big thing, I remember this, I sparred many kickboxers. Kickboxing was, so when I was coming up, I never had to worry about somebody being able to get down and hit me with a reverse leg choke lock or whatever the fuck they're called. But now I don't know what I would do. I don't know what I would do if somebody went for my legs. Like I try and hit them, but if I miss, I'm probably fucked.
I just saw the most wicked, I don't know what type of fucking, I gotta check this. You seen Sonnen? Chael Sonnen got into, he did a, I don't know, it was
called the buggy choke. Called the buggy choke.
Bro, that shit was crazy. I've never seen that move. He choked him with his own leg and arm on top of the back of his head. I'm like, what the fuck was that?
Look up buggy chokes on YouTube and you'll see a bunch of guys doing it.
I've never seen that one happen, bro, ever. I'm like, damn, I need that. I need that in my repertoire. You look like you're getting ready to get, you look like you're getting ready to get fucked eagle style and shit, and what you're doing is choking.
Yeah, so for context, Marco, this is like when someone's on top of you, you kind of like get a hold of your own leg, and you choke them while you're on your back, and it doesn't look like you're choking them.
Yeah, but you gotta have your arm in between the back of the guy's head and neck area with your own leg, and then you grab your other arm to pull it in. Like, it was crazy. Let me see if I can pull it up, bro. I thought it was the craziest fuck. I'm like, what the fuck was that?
Yeah, I don't know, man. I luckily I never had to deal with that in the streets growing up.
See, but the thing with this jiu-jitsu thing, it's great on counters and I mean on like a one-on-one scenario, but like you're in a bar fight, you know how everybody. Same thing with wrestling and shit. It's like it's effective on the one-on-one, but if you got people jumping and shit like that, the ground is the last place you want to be.
So wait, FunTruck. So you threw the first punch, or he did? I forgot what you said.
He did it. I don't really want to talk about it. It was a little traumatic. I'm not gonna lie, bro.
He did. You said he threw it first.
I can't remember. I remember him like putting his hand in my face, or me pushing him away, and him smacking, and that's what it started it all.
Oh, so you threw the first punch? Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. It may be like I don't know. I will say this though, but when I called him a fat ass while he was in the car, and then when he got out of the car, he goes fat fuck.
That's what pissed him off. That's what pissed him off.
What did he say? He got out and said what?
He goes, calling me a fat fuck.
That's what pissed them off, bro.
Well, so for all the younger people watching, you shouldn't throw the first punch unless. Did you feel like he was really going to hurt you, like, or did you really get that feeling like he was going to try to hurt you? Is that why you?
I thought for a split second, I was in some trouble because when he was just right in front of me and huge, dude, like.
And he was coming at you like he was.
I'm saying 250, like 280 tops, huh?
Did he seem like he was posturing, or did he seem like he was really about to?
Yeah, no, he came out angry, bro. He came out angry.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. I did smack his car. I shouldn't have done that. I would have done the same thing too if someone smacks my car mirror.
Yeah, that pisses me off because that's like like you. Yeah, I mean, but
what the fuck's he gonna do? Ring his bell? Like what?
He could have knocked on the like yo.
I'm gonna rebuttal what you just said, Marco, for the young folks. If someone's coming at you in an aggressive fucking manner and they're already invading your fucking personal space, you knock them the fuck out. You give them your first hit. You don't let nobody approach you and try to swing at you first. You be the first motherfucker to swing.
Yeah.
You be the first motherfucker to give them your business.
You don't swing. You swing if you feel like you're in danger, for sure.
Bro, the guy invades your space, you put it on him.
Right.
Period.
But some people are just full of shit, and they're
don't listen to your mommies out there telling you not to do that in school. No, the motherfucking kid comes at you, and when you put it on him first. I'd rather you put it on him.
But if some people just posture and are full of shit, that's what I'm
trying to look, man. Fuck around, find out. You're gonna posture in front of my fucking face, son. Put him on his ass. That's what I need to do. Put him on his ass. He'll learn not to do that again. Now I'm not telling you to be a bully, but don't be the bitch ass kid. Oh, because my mommy said not to swing first, like Marco just. No, you put it on him if he's in front of you.
Nah, that's
because if he tries
fuck you, mom.
First, that's not what I
damn right. Because if you're the first one to let that kid hit.
He's talking about. That's not. I didn't say never swing first. I said don't swing if somebody is not trying to hurt you. Don't swing on them. That's what I said. If somebody's coming at you and you feel like you're threatened, absolutely.
Because I tell you what, you can end on the other end of some traumatic shit. That dude is not eating his food well. So, like last night I was thinking, okay, I went through that shit today. I'm enjoying my dinner with my friends. That guy is not. For sure, bro. So he's probably overthinking. He's probably never going to do that again.
And this is what chosen, which is why I said it. Lawsuit or jail, none of it's worth it. If you can claim self-defense, of course. But if you just popping somebody who's just standing there, talking, but isn't trying to hurt you or approach you, that's
Oh wait, now I ask Marco a question because I kind of want to move on past this. Just but when you fought in the street fight, did you ever hurt your hands?
No, I didn't because I know how to punch, and probably you do too.
I did maybe snap him with the jab because my left hand hurts, but my right hand, the ones I hit him harder with, don't hurt. So I'm asking. I'm just like
hurt your hand is if you miss the person, like I've heard it like hitting, missing or whatever, maybe hitting a wall a little bit or something like that. But when you
hit him on the forehead or something like that, I mean, where you're gonna, it's just inevitable. Is
yeah, but it could happen. But I didn't get into that. I mean. That many, but enough where I never hurt myself. But as long as that's why I tell people they should learn how to throw punches, even people who hit the bag, because you could fuck your hands up if you don't know how to throw correctly, even on a bag.
Your Honor, I felt threatened with my life. I don't know how to fight, and this guy came at me in an aggressive manner.
They'll be like, really?
My life, I felt was in danger.
They'll be like, you don't know how to fight? Why do you have sparring gloves in your bag, sir? People like,
nobody did no search, bro. No, that's all you gotta say, man. I felt threatened with my life. This guy approached me in a combat manner.
Oh yeah, no, I was the same way in terms of if somebody's getting up in your personal space, absolutely defend yourself, absolutely. And even hitting the mirror, like, yeah, you shouldn't have done that, but if the dude was being that reckless, maybe I
stepped out of line more than, like I said, I'm not that. This shit is my second street fight. I'm not that type of person. I should not have smacked the mirror. I'll admit that.
Yeah. What kind of car was it though? I'm curious.
It was a RAV4, bro.
What else could you have done though? FunTruck, you're gonna get.
Could you have knocked? Could you have said something? Would that have worked?
We were traveling the same speed.
Right.
So you could have just been like knocked on the window, like, yo, can you back off? Like that.
I could have just hit the brakes and let him go ahead.
No, but I get you getting annoyed at that because he has so much more power being in a big fucking car. He could kill you. So, I get why you.
But I'm not lying when I'm telling you my handlebars are like this and it's a mirror on this side and a mirror on this side. I'm getting squished. So.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I've seen enough people get hit on bikes in the city to know that, you were in the right, bro.
Right, you were all in the right. And FunTruck, I know you said that, it's like your, second experience of such a thing and whatnot, but it only tells you it's because you got a conscience and it makes you reflect. But you're not in the wrong. Thank you, bro.
Yeah, you didn't do wrong.
You're just right now. What you're expressing is, you can say it a little bit dramatic, but no. But what you're just going through is because you have a conscience, and so you're reflecting on it. That's all you're doing. But you did nothing in the wrong, and you need to assert that within yourself because you don't want to get gun shy the second time around something like this ever happens.
For sure. Thank you, bro. Hell yeah.
Let me drop this.
Let me say one thing, and then you see Jacob. One thing I'll say is you should always, as we get older, right, when we're younger, and mind you, people, he's 29. Like when I was his age, I probably, it's different when you get in your 40s, 50s, 70s, like HLD. But you think to yourself, is it worth what could possibly happen? Because so much shit could possibly go wrong when you do something like that, especially when you're in. What if the guy tried to fucking run you over? Like, I'm just saying. That's life what you should consider.
FunTruck, this I'm going to tell you. Life is different when you're a single man, no kids, none of that shit. But once you're a father,
right,
and put myself in that position, it's a little bit different as to wanting to. You have to eat more shit because it's not about your ego against this bitch ass man in front of you. It's about what can happen if somebody takes away the father of your son because you're in jail for some motherfucker. Or they kill you, or whatever the fuck, and then you're gonna have another motherfucker raising your son.
And this is why, like swinging when you're not in danger. I've known dudes who have hit somebody, they fall, they crack their head, they go in comas, some die. And so now you're being charged with a manslaughter. So you just have to always calculate what so much could go wrong in the street. Is it worth it? That's all. And I'm not saying like what you did yesterday. I don't think it was that bad. Sounded like you were it was fucked up. And he came at you, so you had every right to defend yourself.
Let me drop a semi-related anecdote to lighten the mood. Not a fight, but the bike car situation. When I was 12, granted, this was the same year that the bike helmet law passed in Cali because we weren't wearing them before, but then we had to. They were giving citations and shit. Anyway, riding home from school, coming over the hill, Wilsey Wood. Anyone from Vacaville knows what that is. And I got flipped over, landed on my dome. Thank God for that bike helmet, or I wouldn't be here talking to y'all today. But it was a Hispanic lady, didn't really speak English, and she was like, she didn't have insurance, and she was, very afraid that she was going to get in big trouble. But when my mom got there, we were pretty poor at the time as well, so she was like, I get it, it's cool. She didn't like pursue anything, and I was all right. And I ended up getting a story in the newspaper, encouraging kids to wear their bike helmets because it literally saved my life. But I say that to say I understand how dangerous that situation, being a cyclist in a car, being right there can be. Definitely.
Man, you bunch of sissies over there, bro. Not having a bike helmet made my head harder, bro.
It was literally the law. My mom wasn't paying those citations. I got a couple, and then she was like, "No, you gotta wear this helmet." I was like, "All right."
Yo, how fucking cold is it in Washington, Blind Faith? Jesus Christ.
Always with the hoodie. What's up, Blind?
He's like,
I told you, bro.
It's making me depressed. Like winter's here.
Nah, that's just me, bro. I'm a hoodie. Dude,
okay.
Okay.
I'm like, it can't be that cold there, but maybe it can be.
Like I said, it was 104 in Sac yesterday. You wouldn't be rocking a hoodie down here, regardless.
I'm a hoodie dude,
It's
bro.
80
Look,
degrees now.
I was born in DC. Like I'm always cold. So basically, that's fine.
You might be
He's always trying
I
to. He's
am.
always trying to.
You are anemic?
Might
Yeah,
go
there
in
you
Yeah.
some shit.
There it is. Have some steak, take some iron pills, you'll be good. My wife gets that way sometimes. She says and it makes you feel real kind of lethargic, tired, right?
Yeah, sometimes. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm anemic too.
I passed it on to my daughter. Like even her, she has like iron deficiency. So
I gave my daughter flat feet. I had really bad flat feet where I needed surgery. She has that too.
Damn.
Yeah, I have 2 titanium
I-
pins in my ankles.
Iron deficiency is something that's not spoken about, especially for women. You know,
Marco,
with their
what's up?
muscles.
You need this shit for your flat feet, bro.
I had a surgery already to take care of it, but yeah, that doesn't trust me. I'm very erudite in this topic. That wouldn't have done shit for people with as severe flat feet as I had. That's for like minor, but I had a full on. They put 2 titanium pins in my ankles to kind of stabilize.
What do you do that to yourself?
Dang. It didn't. It sounds so much worse. It's a 15-minute surgery. I was walking the same day on an air cast. It's not that bad.
I got the type of flat feet that an ant cannot get under. You know what I mean? And
yours are bad.
Yeah, and yeah, I could. You know, I mean, but no, man. They just learn how to deal with what it is, bro. It's more pain, more gain. Fuck. I mean,
there's shoes and soles for that.
No, because what it does when you have it's so hard already, flat-footed, you're gonna put something that's pushing against the bone. All you're doing is just fucking up the bottom of your feet with calluses and blood.
No, you don't push against the bone. They literally customize it just to help your arch.
No,
I've had cortisone shots and all of that from playing basketball and shit like So
yeah, man, and no, man,
you could get it from just wearing the wrong shoes. Like we used to wear Timberlands and not tie them up and stuff. Like little shit like that can just fuck you.
Well, yeah, I mean, you got to do what you're supposed to do, but fuck, have surgery.
You're not. Well, because mine literally, I get sciatica. I've had sciatica since I'm very young. My shins burn. I get super fatigued. It causes I would sprain my knees because, when your feet aren't when they're flat, it knocks everything out of whack, and then it goes into your legs and goes into your hips. So I don't want my daughter going through that because mine was bad. So, but the annoying thing is insurance covered mine, but now it stopped covering it. Why the fuck would insurance not cover flat foot? It's not like she's trying to get boob implants. Like what the fuck? Stupid.
Do you get shin splints, Marco?
No, I never got shit. Well, now, since I had it corrected, I got it when I was 31. So when I was a kid, they diagnosed me. But back then, the surgery was a whole foot reconstruction where I'd be off each foot for a year. So I'm like, nah. And then luckily, they came out with this new titanium implant years later. So I got that when I was 31, which was 17 years ago. So since then, I'm way better, but I still have lifelong shit. Like I still get sciatica, all the shit that I got with the flat feet that it was already too late to kind of reverse.
Does the cold mess with you?
Sometimes it'll just feel like be a little painful or achy, but nothing crazy. Yeah, you feel it in the implants; they both get achy, but not bad at all. Yeah, and it made me. I remember a doctor saying, "Cause he knew I boxed. He's like, yo, it'll make you hit harder because you're standing correctly. You can really turn and all that." So I was kind of excited.
I mean, the arch of the foot is basically the kind of like a bridge. You know what I mean? The way the arches is to bring down when the entire weight of your body lands on your feet. It's more of a solidifying a grip to the ground that you have because it's not going through your ankle.
Right.
The arch of the foot. It's kind of like have you ever seen any arches of any bridge? It holds down the weight more efficiently from your entire body.
Right.
Or I get the analogy. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, I deal with sciatica too. I can't even sleep on my right side. I'm working on it, but it always comes back.
It's actually better to sleep on your left side.
Why you say that?
Your stomach performs better, like on your left side.
I heard that. Yeah.
Yes, but the contrary to that is because you're eating late at night. But you're supposed to be sleeping on your right side because you're not putting all the weight on your heart when you're on your left side.
Well, you shouldn't even eat like 2 hours before you go to bed.
But there's nothing if you don't eat late at night, there's nothing for your gut to perform it when you're sleeping on your left side. So if your stomach is empty, you should be sleeping on your right side so you don't put all the weight of your body onto your heart.
Well, your stomach should be
I gotta work
empty
on that.
because your body is actually fasting while you sleep. So you're
Right.
actually that's why you're not supposed to eat a certain amount of hours before you go to sleep because your
Right.
body
That's a
literally.
different topic in itself. But to what you were saying, if you eat and you lay down, do not lay on your right side, because then you're trying to flip your stomach to the opposite side of how it is.
Yeah.
But when your stomach is empty and you're sleeping at night, if you're gonna lay on your side, lay on the right
Well,
side.
this is an example of what we said. As you probably know, FunTruck attorney Bailey is an actual lawyer. He practices there in Georgia, I believe. Happened to one of my clients. He got into a fight, one punch thrown, hit my client in his head, hit the ground, dead on contact. Was in the newspaper. Can send you the article. So, you know, things.
There was a famous like Mexican or Latino artist in Florida that went through the same thing. Who was that?
That I forgot who it was, but he was an asshole, bro. He beat up on an old man, bro. He got out of his car and just like that big dude did, approached you, and but he was the approacher on the old man and beat his ass. When he fell down, he died. But he was the aggressor. So it wasn't like you were, not in your situation where you're.
That was in Buffalo, New York. That was in Buffalo, fella.
I'm not vegan, Rob.
Yeah, but we're talking about the Latino artist one.
I remember that case.
Yeah, nah, it's yeah, but so
on the sciatica, do you guys do anything towards trying to like alleviate the pain in your sciatica?
Well,
of course.
Yeah, man, I've been dealing with that literally since I'm 25 years old, almost over 20 years now. Yeah, so the main thing is I'm doing it right now. I always sit with a pillow supporting my lower back. That's the main one for me. And I've learned to bend with my knees. I don't bend at my waist.
Guys, learn a deep squat.
Okay. Squat.
Do you stretch,
deep squats, and you can walk on the squat.
There's a bunch of stretching I do. There's a muscle called the piriformis muscle, which is a big one. That one cramps up, and it'll cramp around your sciatic nerve. So I've learned how to stretch that, and I've learned how to stretch. Just for me, it's and here's another weird thing I noticed. Whenever I do sit-ups, because I don't do a lot of sit-ups, it strengthens whatever muscles or for my sciatica, that helps it go away too.
Yep. I was going to say
FunTruck.
If you work out your core, that helps a lot.
Yeah,
but all this is band-aids, guys. You guys got to learn how to be deep squat. Like you can eat squatted down all the way down. So you got to learn how to sit, bro.
On some Japanese shit, but let me respond real quick, HLD. Let me get a word in.
Squat. Go ahead.
How I deal with mine. Yeah, I do foam rolling and all that type of shit. And since my divorce, I've been doing yoga, so that helps in multiple ways.
Absolutely.
With my body and mind. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's a lot. Like I've had 2 herniated discs in my neck from boxing, I believe. I remember one time. That's
from bobbing or boxing.
I was throwing. I threw a punch, and as I threw it, I heard the pop in my neck. I was on the heavy bag too, so it's like there's something about the motion that I guess puts strain on our necks as fighters. I don't know.
It's the explosive release because everything's tight, and then when you let go, it's
and it hurt. Like that one hurt. I remember I still finished my workout, but I remember that was bad. That was the worst one I ever had. That shit was painful. And the thing with the sciatica, in your neck, sciatica, you could at least relieve it. Put a pillow there, whatever. This shit, it wouldn't go away. It just hurt when I was laying down, when I was standing up.
Do
you try heat at all? Do you try heat
everything?
Or ice?
I tried everything with the neck. It just took time. Eventually, your nerve gets used to the pressure that the disc is putting on it, and it almost calcifies in a way, and it goes away.
Learn to stretch from an early age. Continue that routine throughout. Every morning I get up, bro. As I get up, I'm gonna do my stretch. I put the palms of my hands down on the floor on a standing position, bend over, stretch, and hold it there. You got to learn how to get to that.
HLD.
Yeah.
You can touch your toes without your knees bending.
Right.
Oh, he can touch his toes for sure.
Yeah.
Damn, that's what's up, dude. How old are you, HLD?
He's not going to tell you.
I'm older than you.
Okay.
He's around 50. Yes, he refuses.
But you have to do what I'm saying. All these things is because you have to make it part of your life routine. Being on a deep squat, you got to learn how to do that. That's very important. All these things because, man, we're older as human beings than we are younger for a longer time. You know what I mean? So you need to have these core things within yourself. If you don't establish this base as a young man, you're gonna be a very old man by the time you're in your 40s, bro. Yeah. Very old man.
Yeah. Hey, HLD, FunTruck, anyone else who's wrestled, do you think all that bridging and shit, all the shit we did in practice, did that fuck with your neck? Did it affect it? Because I think it did for me.
I didn't get to that point, but can it? Yeah. But it all depends on how you were taught to do it, because improper technique has a lot to do with it. Also, were you strengthening your neck? You know what I mean? If you were not strengthening your neck and doing practice to strengthen your neck, that's why most wrestlers, you see them, they got their fucking neck looks like a tree trunk and shit, because it's what they work on the most for those type of moves. But obviously, in extreme cases where you're doing this shit every day, you're bound to get injured anyway. You know what I mean? It's the same thing with the hand with a boxer. Every boxer, no matter what's, going to have some type of a hand injury eventually at one point in time, no matter how much you solidify your bones. So
what's the worst injury y'all had in like fighting or sparring or whatever? What's the worst injuries y'all got?
I rolled my ankle on a canvas because the canvas had duct tape and my shoe got stuck in between portion of the canvas. Or sometimes in canvases they're like mats that are underneath, and those can be spread apart. So on the top it looks flat, but there's a crack. My foot fell into one and I rolled it, and I think it was a reoccurring injury because I tried to I deeply sprained the ankle, tried to get it back into it a month later, and I kept on spraining it. So that's the worst that I've experienced.
Well, I'm lucky. When I was at Kevin Rooney's camp, as I told you guys, he made us, not made us, but he basically shamed you into sparring with no headgear. Like, you can wear headgear, but it's for pussies, and of course, who's going to be the one to be like, okay, so we spar with no headgear. And one time I got caught with a shot, and it must have just been the perfect way the shot landed. It wasn't even that hard, but the wind blew out my eardrum. It's just the way it landed. I heard it go poof. And then when I did this, when I started blowing, the air was coming out my ear. Right. So I had to, it heals on its own. You just can't get water in it. And so I couldn't spar, do shit for like 2 or 3 weeks. But the worst injury was that herniated disc I told you in my neck. Actually, after I sparred Hector Camacho Jr., I think he did it to me.
Wait, can I just say something?
I had a horrible fucking herniated disc. What?
The headgear, I had the same thing, but I was wearing headgear that had like an open hole. If you find headgear, get something that has like a cross.
Yeah.
That will block the sound from fucking bursting your eardrum, because that shit happened.
Most do. Happened. So the worst though by far was a herniated disc in my neck, because it was like a 8 or 9 in pain every day for at least a month, and then gradually for like another 2 months it would go down to 5, 6, and again no relief, no positioning, nothing I took give it relief. And another, so I didn't use the arm, because when you get a herniated disc, it usually travels into one arm, like in your neck, right? It was my left at the time. I didn't use the left because and then when I first started boxing again, like 3 months later, it was like I almost felt like I had been in a car accident and I had to, you know how they go through learning how to walk again? Like I almost felt like I had to learn how to punch again. I could barely lift my arm without getting tired. It hurt. It was super uncoordinated. Like I couldn't, it was crazy. It was literally like I got into a car accident and I had to rehabilitate my entire arm. So that was kind of annoying, but.
Hey, I got that beat. I got that beat twice. I dislocated my fucking kneecap playing basketball, playing a pickup game. Jesus. Yeah, that shit was fucking gross.
Painful?
Painful as fuck, man. I mean, when you got a bone going somewhere where it's not supposed to go, it's fucking pretty painful.
Well, he knows about that, huh?
You fucked up, Mo. You fucked up. Mexicans can't jump. Should have been on the court anyway. Mexicans can't jump.
Wait, so what happened? What happened? Was he playing defense? Was he trying to dunk? Was he trying to cross somebody? Like, how did that happen?
No, I was playing defense.
Yeah,
he got crossed up. Oh, he got crossed up.
Hey,
I was a highlight for somebody.
One at a time. Who said something?
I asked AI why Canelo.
I think I got all of you guys beat.
Uh-oh. Well, you were in the fucking, bro. You were in war, so I don't think we can fuck. You were in combat. I don't think we can fuck with you.
I got something funnier here.
I got hit with a 7.62 millimeter full metal jacket. I got good shot.
Yeah.
That's 11 rounds. So
That'll do it.
I think I got all of you beat.
What'd you say, FunTruck?
Definitely.
So I asked AI why Canelo is going to beat Crawford. I mean, and the answers are this: size advantage, experience, power, and durability, counter punching, and guess what the last one is? Judging bias.
Judging bias.
Oh,
Shout out Tim Cheatham.
Crazy.
Hey, even
Told y'all
Coco.
first.
Hey,
I
even
told y'all
Coco's
first.
already starting with the excuses.
That's insinuating that it'll be close enough where that would even play a factor, right?
Do you think it's going to go decision? Does
You
it go
guys talking about
decision?
the fight?
Yes. I'd be so shocked if either man gets knocked out, especially Canelo. But even Crawford, I feel like
It's not going to even be close, bro. It's going to be like 8-4.
Here we go.
Appreciate you.
Maybe 9-3, but.
But what that coach was saying on TBV, Marco, while you were on, you know, he says that he hasn't seen Canelo hurt any of the past guys that he's been fighting. And to that point, he's been fighting much taller, bigger fighters, you know. This Bud's at his range, you know, his size.
Since when is knocking them down not hurting them? That's
he
crazy.
hurt Berlanga. He hurt Munguia. Like, no,
well, he hit him with, like, it really, the Berlanga one was a flash knockdown. But
there was a guy, Marco, on your panel that said Canelo's a terrible finisher, and I have to disagree with that. I mean, although he's not going for those knockouts, because I think in his brain he's seen the next paycheck. He's lining up William Skoll or fucking Hamza. So why risk the knockout when you're going to get the decision and $100 million?
Yeah, and a terrible finisher. Like, the dude's been fighting out of his weight class for a very long time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Now he's fighting somebody that's his weight, if not smaller. So why
more than anything, eye level. He's been fighting 6-foot+ guys. It's different putting combinations together when you're punching up than when you're punching right here. You know, putting combinations against a taller fighter is hard as fuck. You have to close that distance, and you're susceptible for
not
counter.
only that. And this is what I'm going to teach when I release my punch power video. But you hit harder when you're punching lower. When something is in line with your shoulder, that's the hardest punch. Hardest shot. So the way to get a lot of power, try this yourselves. Line your shoulder up with the target. And if your shoulder is lined up, you're going to get everything behind that shot. And that's hard to do impossible when you're punching up. But when you're punching down, you hit harder just inherently.
Yeah, I'll disagree with FunTruck because if he's not a terrible finisher, he should be finishing those guys. And otherwise, it just sounds like you're making excuses.
You ain't gonna be finishing no 200-pound dudes, man.
I think Canelo is a finisher. Canelo doesn't.
He just pounded on some dude way bigger and he wouldn't go down. That's what fucking Canelo did with Berlanga. It was the same shit. It's harder to drop him when they're so much bigger.
I disagree. I think he could have finished him. I think he could have finished Munguia as well. In fact, I remember a specific part in the fight where he almost holds him up.
Maybe he does. I think Munguia he did him a favor, man. He did him a favor.
How about Charlo? How about Charlo taking that knee, like after that delayed right hand, or the delayed knee after the right hand?
Delayed reaction. Yeah, it
was just smart.
Well, I'll say this, FunTruck. Chavez was in the exact position with Charlo. He would have knocked him out. So that to me is the standard.
I love you guys' confidence, man. I really do. But he's going to get. But Alvarez is going to get his ass kicked.
Can't wait to laugh at this shit, bro. I can't wait.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this shit. I can't front.
Yo, man, Mexicans are gonna have so much bragging rights on this, man. I wish I was Mexican, bro.
Hey, I put it in the chat the other day, but this is number one pound for pound number one versus pound for pound number two.
Well, I disagree with that number two. And really, due to inactivity, people don't even have Bud up there anymore.
Okay.
Ass kicked, bro.
I get what you're saying. They are pound for pound fighters. They are both 2-time undisputed. I mean, well, Crawford, but Canelo did his thing. He did get it. Skull ran. But if you look at it, they are like the two faces. This is the biggest. If you look at the pound for pound, even if Crawford is not fighting he is a pound for pound fighter.
Look, I said it the other day. This is the greatest American fighter of this era versus the greatest Mexican fighter of this era, and they're both on the pound for pound list. You know, so if you cut out all the weight shit and all that stuff, because I think just Crawford is a light in the ass, like Big Fish says. But this time it's for real.
Well, this time it's different. Okay. Go ahead.
These are two of the best guys that have been carrying at least the excellence of the sport for the majority for the past at least 10 years. You know what I mean? And so in that respect,
would you guys say this is the biggest fight since? Is this the biggest fight since
Errol and Bud, probably?
Holyfield Bud?
It's bigger than Errol.
No.
It's bigger than Errol Crawford.
No, man, those
That's
are
the biggest fight since then.
It is bigger because Canelo is way more popular than Errol.
Yeah, it's way bigger than Errol Crawford. It's one of the biggest fights in the Bo Holyfield?
Yeah, that's the one I said no to.
I'm gonna give a lot of credit to
Does
Bud,
this go back to?
I say yes.
Does this go back
because
to
they
Leonard
weren't
Hearn?
undisputed.
Does this go back to Leonard Hearn?
Right, but we had undisputed fights after that, and I'm even talking the recent.
How many views is this gonna do?
Look where Crawford is coming up
Lennox.
to.
I'm talking about Lennox and Holyfield. That was for undisputed too, and that was after Bo Holy.
But we're talking around the same weight class. Crawford is doing something that's adding a whole nother element, and we're talking about the best fighters of their era. We're not talking about Bo and Holyfield weren't the best fighters. They're just great fighters in their division.
Fair point, and I want to.
Also, they're fighting in an 80,000 person arena.
This is really big. I mean, if you think about how big this is, maybe we're downplaying it because we haven't seen it and we don't really understand it. But I think this is big. When we look back, this is going to be one of those fights that people talk about.
If it's as big, it needs to then show that it's bigger than the Mike Tyson.
I mean, because we're not even talking about the undercard. All we're talking about is
Does this go back to Hagler Leonard?
I don't know.
No. Sugar Ray Leonard.
Does it go back to? Does it go back to Hagler
I mean,
Leonard?
because we're talking Canelo's one of the greatest Mexican fighters ever, right?
Canelo.
And if Crawford's one of the greatest fighters of this era since Floyd, we're talking real big. We're comparing what Floyd did with Canelo to what Crawford might possibly be able to do, which would be huge.
Yeah, but Sugar Ray Leonard, neither of these guys come close to Sugar Ray Leonard's star power. That's why I don't think so. And Hagler, man, Hagler and Canelo are in line with how famous, how popular they're. I mean, not in Mexico, but
there's not a spot on earth I think that Canelo could go to and not get bombarded, bro.
But Crawford, let's be honest.
Was not Hagler Leonard the two greatest fighters of the era?
Yeah,
was Hagler Leonard not the two greatest fighters
in that division?
When you're trying to stir up how much anticipation, how much fire, how much the energy, it's not the same level because those were bigger fighters. Hagler and Leonard were just more popular.
But we're in a different time.
The sport was more popular back then, so you can't. That's why you can't.
We're in a way different time, though.
And I want to add something.
For this to even be big as it is right now,
and Mike Tyson at that time was bigger than those two guys, bro.
Yeah, I want to add something. This buildup has honestly, people say, a lot of people don't know Bud. But the underdog story, him moving up the weight classes, I'm giving him so much credit. Even though I think Canelo's going to win, I have to give Bud all the credit because that's a big fucking task to do, to move up the weight classes, be the underdog for first time in your career almost, and take on a GOAT, the number 1 or number 2 pound for pound. Yeah. So in short, Bud's star power is growing because of this fight, and it's grown way bigger than Canelo could have grown,
Now, see, there's something to be said about that. The first time Bud is the underdog.
No, y'all don't think he was the underdog versus Spence?
First time.
No. He was.
That was a 50-50 fight.
He was the underdog slightly if you look at the betting odds.
I think
books.
They literally gave Spence like the works.
We'll be back in 1 second, guys. Hold it down.
Spence smoked a backwood. Spence smoked a backwood in the locker room, dude.
He sure did.
Who knows?
So let me ask y'all. Can I ask y'all something right quick?
Stop with the excuses.
Yo, if Crawford actually beats Canelo, which I think is very possible, but let's just say it does happen, right? What do y'all have? What do y'all have Crawford?
Number one.
As far as what?
Like just
Top
Time,
15.
easy.
Top
just in
15.
the history, just in the history books.
Top
Like
15.
forget
Yeah, I'll say top
Top
10. I'll take it that
15.
far. I'll take it top 10.
top
He's-
10,
Top 15.
Top
Top
10.
15 all time.
top 15.
Top 15. I'm with Shelton. Top 15. This man never defended a belt in any of those fucking other divisions and anything like that, bro.
So we had a hell of a discussion yesterday, right? When we were on the panel. Does that put him over Floyd? Because we kind of mentioned it earlier. Does that put him over Floyd or
No,
no?
because he's bro. Crawford could go anywhere.
It
and
does
nobody
for
knows
me.
what the fuck he is, bro.
It's kind of a
I don't
hard
know,
question
man.
to ask because
It's tough.
you just have to respect the courageousness of Crawford going up.
Well, as far as accolades, yeah.
Yes.
As far as accolades, yeah. But Floyd's impact on the sport was way more vast than Bud's. But as far as
Yeah,
accolades,
so how are
for
we
sure.
measuring greatness? How are we
Crawford's
Floyd
measuring
a real
can't touch him
greatness?
in
fighter.
the accolades.
No,
Is it eye
Crawford's
test?
a real
Is it
fighter.
accolades? Is it impact?
Accolades. I would say at that point I'm gonna get after this one. If he wins it, yeah, he's above Floyd. He's above Floyd. His greatness as far as the accolades goes beyond Floyd. But Floyd's impact was
His
just
impact on the sport was just so big. Floyd
like I
had
said,
such an impact on the whole sport. You can't measure that, bro.
we just saw Crawford running in Colorado, and the guy didn't know who the fuck he was. But they said Canelo, and he started. Oh man, I'm praying for you. You know what I mean? So that just tells you that it's just different spectrum.
What are we talking about?
Yeah, that's not a popularity contest.
We're talking about where does Bud land on the all-time pound
He
for
said
pound
if
list
Floyd,
if he beats
if
Canelo?
Crawford beats, if Crawford beats Alvarez, does he pass Floyd? I said in accolades, of course, but Floyd's impact on the sport was so huge, you could never measure that. It's no comparison.
Okay.
Floyd's impact versus Bud's impact. There's no comparison.
Let me do one thing real quick, guys. Please join the Discord. It is now in the chat. Those of you who don't know what Discord is, it's like that old school AOL, like the party lines HLD used to call back in the 70s. It's like one of those. Also, we are raffling off these Grant gloves. These are vintage, first release Grant gloves from 1998, brand new, 8-ounce fight gloves. Pretty valuable. You want to join, you send $10 for a raffle ticket to either this PayPal address, marcoko@gmail, or Marco Boxing at Cash App. Make sure to specify your name and Grant gloves. And lastly, let's try to make the super chat goal if possible. We are
Marco, when does the raffle end?
Huh?
When does the raffle end?
When I get as many raffles as I need, which I'm gonna guess within a week or two. But
What do you
the
need?
sooner we get
What do
the
you need,
raffle,
Marco? What do you need?
probably around 20 more, I would say.
20 more bucks?
No, 20 more
20 more
raffle.
No, how much money?
How much total?
Yeah.
Well, that would be 200, right? Oh, total.
Total, I don't know. These go for like 5 Gs. Obviously, I don't want 5 Gs, but like I don't know. I just want another 10, 20 more raffle entries. I'll be okay with it.
All right.
Another 10 to 20 more raffle entries. I'm
just asking because I'm a Cash App you. I don't like doing the. I don't really
I
do the
prefer-
super chat.
Marco,
I don't do the super chats. I always Cash App you.
No, blind faith. I just to be clear, I thank you. I prefer Cash App over anything. But for the raffle,
because they don't take the money.
Right, they take 30% here, so I prefer Cash App. But yeah, if you do a Cash App, blind faith, I appreciate you just specify. Is it just a normal like support, or is it for the gloves? So I know.
Got you.
All right. Was somebody going to say something?
Marco, so answer the question.
What's the question?
Answer the question, Marco.
The Floyd Crawford.
The question was, if Bud beats Canelo, does that put him above Floyd?
No, it does
now
not.
I said yes in accolades, but not in impact.
No, silliness. Floyd beat 24, 25 champions.
No, he didn't, bro. Get the fuck out of here.
Floyd was never undisputed anything. He's got to be undisputed in 3 different weight divisions. Floyd was never undisputed in anything.
Hold on, everybody, calm down for a second. Shelton, listen to me. I get that that's what you care about, right? And it's subjective. You're entitled to that. I don't give a fuck about belts. because I'll put you this way: Rolly is a champion, so I don't care about belts.
Two division champion.
Right. I care about who you beat, not what belt you get. That's just what I care.
Yeah, well, all this 24 champion
bullshit.
Okay. The hell is that?
Former champion. When you're fighting a former champion, that don't count for shit as far as that. I don't know who made up that. That had to have been Floyd who made up that bullshit stat.
Well, because it's a way to try and gauge the level of your
company. Oh, really? So then Devin Haney, who fought Gamboa, fought fucking Linares. Bro, he fought old, washed champions. That don't mean
you
shit.
Suddenly start yelling for no reason.
It's just
nobody else was even countering.
It's not that serious. It's not that serious, HLD. It's not that
That's what we love about him, though.
It's bullshit. That's a bullshit ass stat.
But to answer your
It's
question,
not that serious,
no,
though.
I don't put him. And again, guys, I keep saying this. All of us should fucking pump our brakes and wait because we got to see how these wins age. The only way you can see how they age is to let the fucking opponents retire so you see their whole career. This stuff matters.
Bro, that's another stat. Oh, see how the resume, bro, that don't count either. What the fuck?
What do you mean? Somebody can do way better or way worse, and then that makes the win over them.
One fighter could have beat the shit out of a guy so bad that he's never the same after that. And so because
in fact, that happens a lot. That happens a lot too.
And so because a guy gets washed after that, that his resume is aging like sour milk. That is another bullshit Mayweather type of shit fucking stat, bro. Like,
I got a quick question.
I don't believe in it.
Go ahead.
Speaking on beating ass, is it true that Ennis was whooping Canelo's ass, or is that?
No, man, that's a troll.
Where did that come from?
Where
did that come from?
Sparring tales. I don't put any stock in the sparring tales. Either way.
I know firsthand.
Well, does anybody know where that comes from?
Wait, hold on. You said
all you have to do is look at Canelo's face.
I'm correct in a second hand.
Okay,
I know somebody who's very deep in with those, and they're telling that didn't happen.
What did Tio tell you?
Okay, it didn't happen.
No, that didn't happen. That didn't happen. He sparred. At that time when they said that, there was 4 rounds for. I think it was 4 rounds for Bud. I mean for Boots, and another 4 rounds for Hernandez. But all that.
What did Tio tell you, HLD? What did Tio tell you when you guys were pillow talking? What did he tell you?
We waiting on that announcement from Turkey. That's what we waiting on.
Did y'all see the Canelo and Derek Ennis sparring? Did y'all see that?
You mean Jerron Ennis?
No, Derek Ennis.
No, his brother.
No, I didn't even look for it. Don't even care.
Is there a video of it?
Bro, Derek Ennis was putting in.
There's a video?
Yeah.
Put it in the chat. We'll watch it right now.
Yeah, drop the link.
The thing about Canelo sparring, there's a lot of sparring videos of Canelo where he's getting beat up by just random people, even the people that are just training in his gym, the amateur fighters. So you can't really put too much into it.
Hey, to be fair to HLD, like if he says he has a reliable source that it didn't happen, I tend to believe him only because I know he's tapped in with Tio. I mean, he breastfed Tio.
Stop saying that, guys.
HLD, you breastfed Tio. You watched him grow up.
Wait, why should we stop saying it?
Because it's not true.
Get the fuck out of here. You know it's true. Come on.
You see what I'm? This is how these narratives
you put vapor rub on his chest when he was sick. All that shit. You had a lot of touch.
Yo, man. Hey, I'm not Leonard Ellerby, man. Rubbing Floyd's chest in the corner. You know what I mean? You see that video? You know which one I'm talking about, Shelton? He's looking at him with his mouth open and he's rubbing Mayweather.
Whoever brought up Derek Ennis sparring Canelo.
Hey, but he parlayed. Hey, but look.
I did.
Hey, CJ. He parlayed that spit bucket into some bucks, didn't he?
That's a fact. Hell yeah.
What about the sparring?
Hey, so whoever pointed that out,
spit bucket. He parlayed.
I just want to say this. Derek Ennis sparred Canelo. The video's up on YouTube 13 years ago. So Canelo's been working with the Ennis family for some time.
Yeah, for a minute.
Wow.
That's 13 years ago. The sparring video was uploaded by Ellie Setback.
I thought that Derek Ennis was like 2 years ago.
No, I don't think it was.
Oh, okay.
I think it was sort of triple.
I want to know. I have one big question. Why do we even give a fuck about sparring, bro? Why do we care?
Why are the Bud Bunnies all tripping out about it?
Because sparring gives you.
Sparring counts, bro.
It counts.
Sparring counts.
It's not everything, but it counts.
All of the Bud Bunnies are trying to be so dismissive about it.
Martin Bacoli has like legendary sparring stories, but
HLD,
you know,
HLD. How long have you known me, HLD?
About 6 years now, I think, right, Miss Shelton?
How long you know? You guys want to some time alone?
Now, HLD, be honest. When have I ever gave a fuck about sparring?
Why are you going so hard on the sparring? Do you not spar?
I don't get it.
Have you ever sparred?
No, but he's defending his point.
But has he ever sparred?
It
Does he not
matter.
spar?
What matters is what you do. What matters is what you do under the lights with 8 ounce.
No, very true. But that's not what I was talking about. I'm just saying, do you spar though? Do you spar? Do you spar though?
No, he doesn't fight. He doesn't fight.
Oh. But that's why I was wondering. Okay.
You chat if you want to get to Shelton has his sayings, bro. That's why we have the fight. We don't know
because I spar.
Resumes don't fight.
Sparring matters. Sparring matters, and I don't care what anybody says. When you're in there, if somebody's putting it on you, somebody's coming at you, you come back, you go back at them, and it shows what you have inside.
Yeah.
Now sometimes you get light sparring sessions, true, but at this level. Nah, it'll definitely give you. It's a window into something.
Everything counts, bro. Everything counts at this level. Everything fucking counts, bro. Especially sparring.
And sparring is like I say this all the time.
You are pro, Marco.
You're losing reception.
FunTruck, you're fighting now, so you guys have your opinions. I don't think sparring is going to determine the outcome of this fight. I think the fighters in the ring on September 13th are going to determine the outcome of this.
You're right. It doesn't determine.
It may not determine, but it still matters, though.
Preparation matters.
Yeah, it gives us insight.
It still matters, bro. You can't. It matters.
Insight.
That's like saying,
I'm not saying it doesn't. I'm saying too much on this sparring. He beat him up in sparring. Who gives a fuck? That wasn't Bud.
Okay,
we do.
That wasn't Bud fighting Canelo. Doesn't mean shit. Yeah,
so and
that wasn't especially if it's someone like a sellout. Like Boots, remember Boots is a sellout. Boots is a sellout, right? Why do we care about what a sellout did?
We're not doing that. I'll say this.
Whoever said that's stupid, that's the dumbest shit ever. He don't owe Bud nothing.
Shelton,
that's the dumbest shit ever.
I don't put too much sauce on the sparring as far as the result, because it's just tails. We rarely get full footage of the whole shit where we can be unbiased and break it down. So I don't put too much sauce on it, but preparation obviously matters. Otherwise, why have a fucking training camp? Just get in there and fight.
The thing is that half the time we don't really see what those preparations are really in detail and all about. So it's a lot of speculation.
Right. That's why I don't. I don't take too much from it, but it does matter.
I don't know if you guys were listening to the Boxing Voice this morning when the coach was on there, but an interesting point that he brought up that I hadn't thought about a lot was he said Canelo's defense is one of his best attributes. He comes forward and he knows all of the defenses, the shoulder roll, the slipping, the Danny Jacobs, and I think that's going to be another key factor on why he's going to be able to beat Crawford in the middle rounds defense.
Yeah. I think his defense is great. He has better defense than Crawford. That's one.
I listened to that coach. I listened to that coach say all of what he had to say. I'm like, how are you not picking Canelo? You're making it seem like a Canelo win, but then he says that.
I think he was trying to cover up because
he's got to stay on code, man. He
was sounding kind of biased, so then he wanted to kind of even it out.
He was a coach though that from one of the first ones that broke it down and gave a lot of props to both fighters, but mentioned the fact that Canelo is a better defensive fighter.
Was that Coach Bredman?
Yeah, Bredman.
Yeah, bro. I mean, I respect him a lot. Many conversations we've had.
I respect.
He's a very intellectual person.
Yeah, and I respect a lot of what he said. But he said a couple things which like he was.
But he's on code.
He was talking about Canelo gasping out all the time, which I completely disagree with.
Hey, to be fair, HLD being quote unquote on code would mean he would be riding completely for Bud and not being fair about it at all, right?
No, he's a coach. Explaining what my man just said. He was all one-sided on the attributes for Canelo, but then I'm not gonna go the whole enchilada.
No, that's not I didn't see it, to be fair, but that's not the picture Marco painted. He said he was mainly naming reasons Bud might win, but he said, "Okay, I'll give Canelo credit for this."
That was FunTruck who just said that.
No. But I said no. That's what he did do though. He started off basically giving Bud props, and
hey, they just announced the grand arrivals. It's gonna be on Tuesday next week. But look at this, bro. It's gonna be for us like at 9 o'clock at night, bro.
That's like a new thing. Have they ever done grand arrivals?
For you.
Yeah, but not this late. Look, bro.
No.
gonna be
Hold on. In history, did they ever do grand arrivals before Turkey was involved?
Last year and a half, 2 years.
He said before Turkey.
Before Turkey. I'm saying.
Yes.
What do you mean? Yes. When have we
Yeah,
ever
bro, Canelo always has grand arrivals.
When have we ever had a camera showing like Marvin Hagler fucking touching down in Nebraska?
Bro, you're going back 40 years?
I would say Floyd. Floyd used to have him.
Grand arrivals? Nah.
No, not grand arrivals, but Floyd would usually kind of have like him coming in his car, his opponent. He was doing
Somebody
that.
pull up a link and show me a grand arrival from before Turkey. I'm not saying I don't like it.
I can't say grand arrival.
It didn't happen.
I can't say if you're talking just grand. I'll say it has to be Turkey or whatever. But I was going to ask a question as far as just game plan, right? Because you're going to have to A, B, C. Who do you think has the deeper bag to go into if this fight does wind up being real competitive? Because I feel like Crawford is better, like naturally, instinctively, a more creative fighter, but they're both counter fighters. So what if it's kind of like what's the game plan? Who has a deeper bag?
You know what I say, when the going gets tough, you got to adjust, and I think Crawford is much more adaptable.
PBC had grand arrivals with Alvarez and Caleb Plant.
Did they?
Yes, I put it in the chat if you needed me. But
that might be the first time that they've done that.
No, that's not, bro. It's the first time you're hearing it from me. Doesn't mean
I'd like to respond to that question that was asked: who has the deeper bag? So certain tools can work towards certain fighters. If you ever watch a boxing match and understand why they're not going to the body, is because that boxer knows if he reaches down to the body, he's going to get hit with something. So from the outside looking in, you can see like, oh, he's a great body puncher, but he's not doing it on this guy. Oh, he's got a good jab, but he's not trying it on this guy. With Devin Haney with the jab with Jose Ramirez, or just like another example is not going to the body. So he may have more tools, but who knows? He maybe only have like 2 or 3 tools to work against Canelo.
I got a deeper bag than Crawford, bro. Defensively, a lot more. Counter puncher wise, a lot more.
You think Canelo's a better counter puncher than Crawford?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I don't know.
Okay, you could say that. Let's say I give you.
It's pretty
that.
close, man. I think. Hold on. I don't know. Bro.
Let's say I give HLD that real quick. But can Canelo initiate offense as effectively as Bud? It's like a balance. You feel
not for the first couple rounds.
I'm looking at the video. This is him arriving for the day of the fucking fight. I'm talking about.
I was being sarcastic. I was being sarcastic.
It was just down to the country.
All right, here.
I thought this shit was funny. Yeah, I got you.
Here.
They don't do that because it's in Saudi, so it's a different country. So it's a whole thing.
Right.
They don't do grand arrivals.
So if we were if we were to break down the skills, like let's say better IQ, better defense, better head movement, better footwork. If you would like go down the categories, like who has what? Who do y'all think like better footwork? Who has the better timing? Who has the better IQ? Like who do y'all, as far as this category, like breaking it down as far as the fighter? Not the fight, as far as the fighters.
No, I got you. And I might even do that for my next live, like go down a checklist so we can really be objective about this shit. But I'm thinking about it in real time.
Okay.
Off top, I would give it to Crawford, but I haven't gone through every category.
So this is a grander. Okay, so you're right. This is a grand arrivals thing. This when it started, I guess. Showtime started doing it.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
And I think just the fact that Crawford has the fight where everyone was calling out Canelo, but a lot of people call him out, but don't actually like. Charlo got the fight and was scared.
Let me be honest with you. I don't feel the buzz on this fight though. I think those hardcores are on it, but I don't feel the like the super anticipation outside of the circle.
I think because it's a little, I don't know. Errol and Crawford was more because it was so 50-50. This inherently isn't 50-50. Inherently, it's like Canelo has a lot of advantages, size-wise. I don't know.
But it's a better storyline. It should be bigger. if they play it right, it's a way better
I'm telling you
storyline.
guys, let's say Canelo goes in there. Everybody in here, regardless of who you want to win, let's say Canelo goes in and imposes his size and just and beats Bud easily because it turns out that he's just a bigger, stronger guy. What are we left thinking?
I think that's what the majority of people are thinking.
But what are we left thinking? We're not like, whoa.
What's going to be your perspective? I'll speak on it. I would say
a great possibility.
I have to be consistent. I would say he beat the more skilled fighter. I can't switch it up after the fact and say, oh, it was bullshit. No, if he beats the more skilled fighter, in my opinion, then I give him props.
But size matters. So he could be more skilled, but if he's smaller, he's smaller.
According to you, he's not, though. And
I think on the scale, right, in person. But again, we got to go by what they fought at in their careers. And he's smaller, way smaller.
And that's what everybody's in. This is a total fucking mismatch. When Bud Crawford went on JRE, I don't know, what was it, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, and they were talking about this shit, and then what, bro? Look at JRE's face when he said, "What? You're gonna go up to three divisions up?"
Oh, real quick, Jackie, I appreciate you guys. We need 9 more. The Queen has set it off. You guys should be ashamed of yourselves. Go ahead. Yeah. So, but that's why I think it's not as big, because it's going to be like, this is a total mismatch, and that's how everybody sees it. Was fucking 50 the whole time, razor close. That's my opinion, maybe. Because at first, when we all heard this, be honest, when you first heard of this, the first time, I think we all had the same reaction. Bud had himself. I'm not going up to suck at super middleweight. Get out of here. Like, that's literally what we all thought at first. And now, because Bud Supermaned his fucking Errol Spence performance, and because we're thirsty for greatness, now we've kind of molded ourselves to being like, oh yeah, this might.
And that Majorma fight didn't help him either.
No, it didn't. It didn't.
Hey, Marco, can you pull up the pugilism? His comment in the chat real quick. Let's speak on that.
Which one? He has a bunch.
Oh, the last one. Well, the one about Vegas odds.
You can go ahead. You read it.
Cool. It's not crazy because Vegas odds is also giving you an assist. Bivol plus 400, Plant plus 400, Bud plus 150. Proving right there, Bud is in a total mismatch, and Vegas can't cut its losses, treating Bud like Plant. So I think he's saying with that it's closer than we perceive it to be, or most people perceive it to be, because of those odds. That's Plant again. You said Plant was elite, and I agree. Bivol obviously beat his ass. So if we got closer odds than either of those two, then I don't think it's a total mismatch. Like old boy said, he got it.
It's not a total mismatch, but it's this is why it's not. I think because
it's not a true barometer, because
there's only one of these two people are lined up for immortality in this fight, and that's Bud. If Canelo wins, I'm telling you, it's going to be like, oh, he was bigger. What do you expect? Oh, he's younger too.
Well, that won't be me. You might be right about the public perception.
Maybe not you, but overall consensus.
No, I hear you. That's fair. It's not about me.
Yeah. So,
that's why. And Canelo's taking this serious. If you see the post that Canelo just said, he's taking this serious for his legacy. He's not.
I don't get ready. I stay ready, motherfuckers.
You can't lose because for him, I keep telling you guys, lose. If he loses to this little guy, regardless of how good he is, he's still smaller. It's going to look like shit for him.
Oh, but even if it's a close fight and it's a great fight, it's great for both fighters, for real.
Yeah,
they're both.
Can y'all see a rematch? Can y'all see a rematch?
I could, man, because Bud was not supposed to have a fight after this, and then it changed that he may have another fighter. So,
hey, I'm praying that there's a rematch. I would fucking drop all my religious beliefs. Pray whoever I have to. I would love it if this was a trilogy, if I'm being honest.
Really? What if it's a boring fight?
Most said praise be to Allah, but real quick, Marco, I want to dig into the nuance of what you said about Canelo not getting credit. What if? Because you're saying, what if he wins? No credit. Okay, cool. What if he wins, but Bud looks physically bigger in the ring? Then would you say, oh, the size didn't matter, so we can't even chalk it up to that?
No, because Vinny Pazienza was at his best at, I believe, lightweight. That motherfucker went all the way up to super middle, and he looked jacked. He didn't look fat. He put on muscle. But we all still knew he's a smaller fucking guy, naturally. It really matters what the majority of your career is fought at. And Bud, literally, up until 37, was a welterweight. He's a welterweight. If you're at 37 a welterweight, you're a fucking welterweight. So, no.
Okay. I mean, fair enough. I think the optics might play into it. Is all I'm saying. Like, oh shit, we're talking public perception, not you, not me. Public perception. If he looks bigger, then man, I just hope people give the winner props either way. Maybe that's too.
Well, the winner's going to get props. Too
optimistic on my part. But.
I don't think Canelo's going to get much props if he wins this fight.
I just hope it's a great fight. I'm really hoping for a great fight.
Especially if he decapitates him, bro. He's not gonna get any crazy.
A fair fight. A fair fight is what I want.
I would rather it be like a really great fight to where we're like demanding a rematch.
Canelo, I'm just watching right now. Canelo had a Ring Magazine interview, and he really doesn't expect Crawford to do the bicycle thing that Charlo or Skull did. So
of course not.
Who does?
A lot of these fans, well, maybe not on the panel, but in general, I see a lot of that. Eric Gomez in the chat. Eric Gomez said that.
Hey, I think we'll see. I think we're gonna see a Crawford on his bike a bit. I do. I think Canelo's saying that just because he's hoping he doesn't do that shit.
That's how we're gonna know if Canelo has real power at that weight, which we kind of know. If Crawford starts, falling back even a little bit, because he never falls back.
But that would be the smart way to fight Canelo. In and out, tag him, in and out, make a move, turn him, in and out.
Yeah, in and out. They want to put too much sauce on it by saying running. I completely agree with you, but they want to qualify anything besides just going in there and
they don't
going, overhand.
They don't know what they're talking about. They don't know what they're talking about, bro. We know.
If you think that what Charlo did is boxing, if you think what Skull did is boxing, you don't know shit about boxing.
We're not even talking about
but they act like they want him to just stand in front of him and grab his weave, drag him down the street. It's not boxing.
No, you don't have to go on the far extreme. We know what boxing is.
FunTruck, is that weed or is that like a clove cigarette or something? You're muted. We can't hear you.
Beating Canelo, you got to be like Beevil, fucking popping that motherfucker 1-2-1, in and out.
No, I asked you what you're smoking. Is that weed or is that like a clove cigarette?
Weed, bro.
Oh, it's weed.
Yeah, it's weed.
Ganja.
A nugget, bro.
Go for you. Yeah, I mean, I don't see Crawford going in and out like Astroglide. I don't think he's doing it. He's not that kind of like, he's not going to Astroglide it. He's more of a bop in the pocket, move a little, stay in the pocket, but stay at his range. But that's a horrible recipe for Canelo. Horrible recipe for him against Canelo, because Canelo thrives in the pocket.
And he'll get the decision.
There's no world where Bud wins and he doesn't take a lot of shots, guys. He's going to take a lot of punishment. Bud's in for a world of hurt. Bud.
Fair point.
For Bud to win, we have to see a Bud that we've never fucking seen before. And I don't see that happening. I don't see him turning into Bivol. I don't see him turning into Floyd Mayweather.
Is there a world, because this is the only way where Bud is there a world where Bud fights the way he normally fights in the pocket, but he's able to successfully block Canelo shots and slip them enough to where he doesn't take punches?
I think Canelo drop guys through their gloves, bro. So
what do you guys think? Is there
not like on some Mayweather shit, but to a degree, he will take some shots. It's a matter of
can he block Canelo shots enough or elude them in the pocket enough to not take punishment?
Enough is the key word. Yes, to a degree.
I think he can move enough, step off enough, dip and slip enough, and block when he needs to where he's not totally always blocking, because Canelo's not going to throw 5-6. He's going to throw, and if Crawford moves, he slips out the way, he can turn Crawford. So he doesn't have to just consistently stay. He's not going to stay in front of Canelo. We're talking about a Crawford who is smart and who's going to adapt. He's going to continuously adapt, and Canelo slows down when Crawford picks up. So as Canelo slows down, Crawford will pick up the pace. We're talking about a fight we haven't seen. So we're basing it off of what we've seen from those fighters.
Right.
I saw the Mean Machine fight yesterday. I seen it over the weekend. I watching the Porter fight. I was watching the Majimov fight. I'm sorry, bro. And Canelo's is 3 times the boxer of all those guys.
This comment here, witness. I hate when people say this. Even Bud Bomac, of course he's going to say something to make his fighter look good. Like, the sources have to come from unbiased fucking people. Just
Right.
Come on. And maybe it's true, but citing Bomac for it is like, yeah, of course. If Bomac said something shitting on Bud, then that matters, but not big upping his own fighter.
Shitting on him.
Yeah, well, not shitting, but something that's just like, well, Bud, something critical. Then it matters, but
like HLD, I have also watched all of Crawford's recent fights and against like Sean Porter, Madrimov, and I also just am picking Canelo because if Canelo lands one of those shots he got hit with in any of those fights against Porter or Madrimov, he's going out.
You think?
That's how I see it. Crawford would have to do something. He's gonna have to eat those shots, eat them, and say, "Yeah, motherfucker, I got more." I got to see Crawford stick out his tongue like he tried to do with.
Whenever he gets hit, that's what he does. Will he do that in this fight?
Bro, he better not, because he's gonna get that tongue chopped off by an uppercut.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
Yeah, I'm gonna clip that HLD. I'm gonna clip that and put it on my shit. You said you want to see him stick his tongue out.
What if he does? It's like the Haney Norman thing. What if he gets hit and gets up and comes on and go, oh, okay, I can take that. Now you're in trouble. Like, I took your best shot, and what if?
Okay,
everything's a what if.
We know
everything
Canelo's
is a what if. So let's just say,
got it. Canelo's got a mean left hook. What does Crawford have to knock out Canelo?
He doesn't have to knock him out; he just has to win.
Right. See, you're putting too much sauce on it.
So Canelo could outbox him, and Canelo could also knock him the fuck out.
Outbox him? Are you being serious with me?
I am being serious. You're
not being serious with yourself.
Oh, bro, your man's been outboxed by lesser opponents, bro.
So what you say? Wait. So you're saying if Canelo and Crawford was 147, which 147 Canelo was? You're saying Crawford? Because they're not the same.
I'm still gonna say Canelo because he's got the chin that Crawford don't got.
And I think we missed a point, dude. Canelo's defense is sort of outbox Crawford's offense.
What do you mean?
Canelo's defense is way better than Crawford.
Wait, hold on. What do you mean? Will it outbox?
Not by the numbers.
Well, because look, when we mean box, what do we mean?
He's a better
let FunTruck finish, guys. Go ahead.
What do we mean when we say box? Like get out of the perfect distance so that you're not be able to get touched, or is it slipping and like pivoting and changing angles? Is that boxing?
Boxing is
all
I
of
believe,
it.
Staying on a certain range. It's basically anything except slugging toe to toe.
It's hitting and not getting hit, right? Mayweather.
Right. Anything except slugging toe to toe is boxing, right? Pretty much.
Yeah, I think we can agree.
Yeah.
So you're saying the better IQ?
I don't know, because sometimes you have to take a couple punches to give yours, and Canelo does that. Does that mean he has less IQ?
No. But Bud does that too, and that might be a fatal mistake against Canelo. Bud does that all the time.
That's what I'm saying. That can be the fatal mistake.
Marco even said that is like that's like Tank. He'll take a shot, or he'll trap you and make you think that and catch you with a shot. Absolutely. That is IQ. All of what you're saying is all of that is boxing. Yep. You know how many styles there are in boxing? All of that is boxing.
Well, no. But when we mean boxing, no. When we say he's a boxer, you think Devin Haney or like a fucking someone who's on their back foot hitting Shakur.
No. That's a misconception. Outboxing someone means I'm making you do what I want you to do, and you can't solve it. Because look, I can have a style that's not so Devin Haney, but you can't beat that style. So take like a Nick Ball, right? He can beat fighters to where it looks like he's outboxing them, but he still has a Sean Porter. You have a style to where I'm still outbox. You can't do what you want to do. In this boxing ring, I'm doing what I want to do, and I'm making you do what I want you to do. I'm beating you. That's what boxing is. You can change it in fighting. You can change it fighting, but when we are in a boxing ring, I get what you're saying. My style outboxes your boxing style.
No. I get what you're saying, but you're missing the point. Like when someone says he's a boxer, you can't just combine everybody's style into one. What is a boxer?
Somebody who I think it's just somebody who doesn't stand toe to toe and pressures you and tries to take your head off. That's
Devin Haney versus Regis Prograis is outboxing somebody.
Yeah, so Regis isn't really a boxer where Devin is, right?
Regis started older, 14 years old, hard to develop that boxer style.
Oh no, we know. No, I'm not. We know obviously we know all that.
Muhammad Ali is a boxer. Joe Frazier was not. There's an example. But
So you're saying like a sharpshooter basically is like
somebody,
a boxer.
no, just somebody who isn't, as somebody who doesn't brawl toe to toe and just put pressure and throw punches. That's not a boxer. Anything else?
Would y'all say Floyd is a boxer because
Yes,
he has a
absolutely.
1,000 different styles though. He has a
Right.
but
1,000
none of
styles.
them is
Floyd,
coming forward.
Bro,
with
it's
reckless abandon
hit
throwing
and not
bombs.
getting hit.
Yeah,
Pretty Boy. So was Pretty Boy not a boxer?
I think it's more than that.
He
I
was
think
a
it's
boxer
hit,
too.
not getting hit, and making a motherfucking pay.
He was a boxer too.
Hey, I'll respond to the HLD.
Go ahead.
That is a boxer puncher style.
But all three elements need to be. You're gonna be that much. It's not just a hit and not get hit. No, it's the hit, not get hit, and making that motherfucking pay. It's all three elements right there.
Then you're talking about a boxer puncher, Roberto Duran.
But I'm saying overall,
yes,
that is a
boxing.
that's boxing right there.
That is what you want to see. That's what you want to see out of a professional fighter or professional boxer is a boxer puncher. You want to be able to see,
but that's
slick
categorizing.
technique.
Hey, FunTruck, next time you spar, record it. I want to see it.
For sure.
Most people, I feel like the majority of pugilists are boxers. I think less of them are actual punchers, right? Because boxing does incorporate so many different boxing styles, whereas a puncher is pretty, bare bones. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like Joe Frazier.
Do you think, Marco? Do you think Tyson was a boxer?
No, he was
at
a puncher.
the beginning. He was.
No. Okay. Well, here's the thing. Okay, wait.
No.
Yes, he was a very rare morphing of both because, as you guys know, I learned Customado style from Kevin Rooney. So that is a very it's a very tiramisu, multi-level style, layered style. Excuse me. So there's a lot of in it that would be considered boxing, but it's also using the come forward pressure with boxing. So that's. No, he's both, but most people, like David Tua wasn't both. Pitbull Cruz is a puncher. Tua.
Do you think like Bam Rodriguez or like Inoue are they boxers?
No, they're boxers. They're boxers.
Okay.
Again, a puncher is somebody who comes forward with reckless abandon, throws a lot of punches with minimal
I gotta ask you this.
Traps being set.
Matias.
Punching bag with two arms.
He kind of is he's a puncher. I think he's a
Mo dropped
no.
some knowledge in the Discord where he set something up beautifully for a knockout. It wasn't just fucking swinging his arms wildly.
I don't know enough about him, but he seems like more of a puncher because he just keeps coming forward, staying in the pocket. But yeah, he might have some traps set there. I don't know enough about him.
I say that because that's a general perception, right? I had the same view of it until I watched some more shit. So,
but like the classic boxer, classic is Muhammad Ali. Like that's what Larry.
If you really want to see I think one of the greatest fights, and people don't really talk about much, is Duran Leonard 1. That is a classic puncher boxer type of fucking fight. I think it's one of the greatest fights of all time.
The thing with Duran, I wouldn't call him a puncher. He's a boxer puncher.
Right. No, I'm saying the boxer puncher. You want to see on both sides. Yo, that was a hell of a fight. Fun fight to watch.
The type of style you want to be successful and gather a lot of fans is a boxer puncher. Tank is a boxer puncher. Sort of Benavidez is like that, where they're threatening with knockout power.
Yeah, absolutely. It's both. And those are the best fighters. Marvin Hagler, contrary to popular belief, was not. He was a boxer too. He had a lot of shit that he did. Although it looked like he wasn't.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Chavez. That's a tough one. Maybe more of a
boxer puncher.
I mean, he was a boxer puncher, but he had really great inside fighting too. Yeah. He had an element of fighting that a lot of boxers don't have.
I think that element of the in today's game is missing. A lot of the inside fighting is fucking missing, bro. You see a guy like Chocolatito, bro. We don't got those guys out here nowadays. Very few can do that type of work.
Right.
Great point. Who's a better inside fighter, Canelo or Crawford?
I'm gonna go with the smaller Canelo.
I don't know.
Let me reflect it. I may have thrown that out too quick.
Go ahead.
They're both
They both good on
Neither
the
of them are inside
They're
fighters.
both good.
Neither of them are inside fighters. They're both
Right, that's what I'm
counterpunchers.
saying. Neither one, right? That's what I
No,
was
they're
like.
both
hold on.
really good
If they're
inside.
both good on
Yeah,
the
they both
inside,
do it well. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Canelo's high guard style is
they're
naturally
both
more
good on
inviting.
the inside.
Canelo's high
Yeah.
guard style is what?
Canelo's
Like-
high guard, if he's like inviting you to come close into that range, into that inside fighting. So I think he's more a better of an inside fighter.
Here's a trap that most people don't realize. A lot of people will be in front and then they'll do this, and that makes the person think they're shelling up, and it makes them come out and open up. But they could be, trapping them. They do this and then they catch them coming in. Because usually when somebody does this, you're like, oh, that's open season. They're covering up. Let me get my shit off. But some guys use that as a trap. I used to do that.
Tank and Floyd did that. Amazing. Inouye does that. Amazing.
Ryan Garcia does it, believe it or not. So you should try that FunTruck too. Try that. I don't know if you have. Just put the high guard up and make them think that you're, that you're resting, letting them get their shit off, and then boop, catch them coming in.
You know what I like that Benavidez did in this recent, I think it was with Morel. And he took it from Lomachenko, I think, who did it most of the time, was when the guy's in his high guard, pull his glove down and hit him right down the fucking middle.
Yeah.
That shit is, I love that.
Yeah. I never
That's a
did
good
that.
shout, HLD.
The pull guard.
No, that's not a pull guard. That pull guard, I don't think that's what that is.
When you pull somebody's guard down,
He did. HLD, I told you he was going to do to that dude. He bullied that dude.
He bullied
If you've been watching, Better Be have been doing that for a long time too, though.
I feel bad.
That.
I feel bad.
I told HLD was one of those. HLD was one of those bandwagon runners. I said Benavidez is gonna beat the shit out of that dude.
He didn't do that. He didn't do that. It was a competitive fight. And you could see that.
He
didn't, bro.
He beat him down. He took his heart. That dude was done. By the 11th round, that dude was done. You know it.
No, he wasn't. No, he wasn't.
That dude got his ass whooped.
No, he didn't.
He got his ass whooped.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't.
David Morrell got his ass whooped.
He got his ass whooped more in this last fight than he did against Benavidez.
No, I'll disagree. I think against Benavidez. No. Benavidez
broke.
Hold on, one at a time.
Hey, I'll say that Benavidez broke Morrell. I think Morrell threw everything he could at him, and he just was like in awe that he was still losing. And at the end of the fight, his face looked worse than Benavidez. His shit was fucked up.
He lost the fight, but it was a competitive fight.
Sure,
it was a competitive fight, and the only guy who was getting hurt in that fucking ring was Benavidez by Morrell.
Here's a very basic thing, a trap that I used to do. I made a little video about it a while ago, but check it out. Fashion to throw my opponent off. The greatest thing about hold on. Sorry. So here's an example of a very simple swipe and counter technique that I use. It was also being used in very unpredictable fashion to throw my opponent off. The greatest thing about this, which makes it the most effective, is that this can be used with the most utilized punch in boxing, which is the jab. All right, so let's look at that again. When it throws a jab, I swipe it with my right, and I shoot the jab back at him, and I move out the way of his counter. I wait for him to do it again. He throws a jab again. I swipe it with my right, hit with my left. Now, I'm going to do something a little different. Throw off the pattern and confuse my opponent. I'm going to wait for his jab. I'll swipe his jab with my left, and I'm going to shoot my straight right down the pipe there, and move out of the way of his retaliation. Now, remember, swiping is different than catching and shooting or blocking. Block is just you leave it there and the punch bounces off. Swipe is you hit it out of the way, and that knocks the hand out of the way, completely disabling it. Yeah, so that's a simple thing I used to do where I would just swipe the punch, and when you swipe the jab, you're putting their arm down. So now they can't block, they can't punch, and the side of their face is totally open.
Right.
So
that's another way of swiping that. But what I'm saying is when the guy's in the high guard or whatever, and he grabs his gloves and just pulls it down right off his face and then hits him with the right.
You saw how old that was? That's how when I was still sparring back in the 1400s.
It's called dirty boxing.
What
now?
When you pull the glove, like you use the lip of your glove to pull their guard down and you shoot your right hand.
That's not dirty. It's not lit. You
It's a
you
pull
hit
guard.
the hand out the way, boom, and then you hit him. It's
Yeah,
kind of
just-
like what I did, except I did it when the guy was punching at me.
Yeah.
No, I know, but I don't think Benavidez was narrowly hitting it. He was kind of like using that lip of the glove to pull
For what fight are you talking about?
against Morel.
Morel.
Oh, I don't remember that.
He pulled his glove down off his face
He
and
said he
bam,
wasn't
that's
swiping it. He was like grabbing it. You feel me?
right.
I think that's
what
what he's getting at.
Lomachenko does.
Yeah,
man.
Lomachenko's a good example. He does that.
There's a lot of fighters who do that. Shakur, Bam,
Now-
Better BF does that.
Yeah, they teach you in the amateurs how to do that. The
Now-
lip of the glove.
Now, what
Yeah.
Tio does when you throw in that jab, he'll punch your fucking arm on this right at your elbow and on the inside, then comes over with the right. I don't see anybody doing that shit.
I feel like HLD is Tio. He just has one of those voice changers.
Hey,
You know who? Who's the only person I remember being able to do that? HLD. There's one
Who's that?
person. You know who we remember?
Who?
Duran. Duran used to do shit like that. That's why he's the greatest inside fighter of all time. And I'm telling
Yeah,
you, if
wanna
Tio
look
had a
that
better
up, man.
coach, if Tio had a better coach, he could be the next Duran.
Damn, why are you dissing HLD saying Tio needs a better coach? You know he's right there in the camp.
Yo, bro, that's my son, bro. But I love that, bro. I'm like, he did that. I'm like, damn, how fast are you with your reflexes that you're able to catch a punch mid-thrown, knock it out the way, and then come over with the right.
Mm.
Or actually hit him with the jab itself right there. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Holmes and Roy Jones used to do stuff like that.
Oh yeah,
Do
yeah.
what?
I can see Holmes right now.
Used to do what?
Pulling down that guard, manipulating the guard like that.
Yeah.
Mm.
In that fashion.
Yeah. Now Holmes was nice with it. He had a lot of layers to his arsenal. I mean, he learned from Ali. Literally.
Hey, I'm glad you brought Ali up because I became a boxing fan later in life, so it took me a while before I went back to watch all of Ali's fights. But watching his fights, he has, in my opinion, one of the best straight right hands of all time. Like,
interesting.
Yeah.
That shit comes out like a fucking bow and like a fucking arrow, like straight, smooth, and for a heavyweight, it's like the coolest thing. Fuck.
Yeah, nah, for sure. I mean, well, I think the greatest right hand is either Gerald McClellan or Tommy Hearns.
But I'm talking about just like a straight right hand. You know, when someone's out of position, you can throw a straight right hand and catch someone. Not knockout punch. I'm talking like a fucking.
Well,
like
Roy Jones.
Mayweather had a good right hand, straight right hand.
Roy Jones was literally like a bone and arrow.
Yeah,
super straight and fast. The right hand is the hardest punch in boxing, or if you're a lefty, the left. But the straight right or straight left is the hardest punch in boxing. I've told you guys this. I've had it measured. I had this measuring machine that kind of
the hardest, the most impact. Oh yeah, I believe that.
Right, because it was like kind of what like Drago and Rocky were hitting in Rocky 4. It wasn't the machine at the carnival, because that machine doesn't measure the impact. It measures the bounce up after the impact. I had a machine that was basically like a scale that you hit it and it would like calculate power. So I had a lot of people, a lot of pros, a lot of champions, people I knew would hit it, and on average, the straight right hand was the hardest punch. That it was harder than any hooks, than anything else.
Yeah, you're talking about punching that wall pad.
It's just, right. Not the one you're. Yeah, this was one that I found on eBay or whatever. Not eBay, on Amazon. But yeah, exactly.
But when they're testing people out, that's what they use. It's kind of like on a wall square pad where you use punch.
Similar. It's not the one that they use for UFC, but it's similar. Those are the most accurate because again, it measures the direct impact, not the bounce off the impact. So that's why I like those better. And yeah, the right hand was the hardest one on average for everybody, which is crazy. I didn't think so. I thought the hook would be harder, but it makes sense because you're throwing it from A to B in shorter distance. Your shoulder is always right behind it. Your hip is right behind it, and you're punching down. Punching down generates the most power.
It may be the hardest as that, but the left hook is the one that knocks most people out.
It's about the one you don't see coming, right? So that's going to come around.
That I wonder if that's true. I've never researched what knocks people the most out.
I think that's what I've seen.
I mean, if we know we could just grab maybe the top 20 most famous knockouts and see what punch landed in each one. I have a feeling it's going to be a 50-50.
Here's the thing though. One punch knockout power
We're just talking about dropping, maybe knocking down, not maybe. Oh, you're talking about knock out cold HLD or just dropping?
Or hurting them in general.
Yeah, that would be more harder to quantify, I guess.
Right.
Yeah, see, that's more ambiguous.
Maybe we should look up because it's easier to find top 20 knockouts, most famous knockouts.
The
one punch knockouts.
Yeah, the hook. The thing about the hook, there's a lot of snap and torque on that hook. You know,
right?
With the right hand or a straight left, or your southpaw, there's your hips and thudding power behind that.
So you're losing. So right from point A to point B in the shortest distance. When you throw a hook, you're automatically slowing down and you're breaking the kinetic chain by going this way. Or even if you come out a little, then you come the right. Well, boom! You're shooting everything, all your energy right down.
Here's the thing, though. When you throw the hook, the punch comes from here, and it's hitting your chin, and your head is ricocheting, whiplashing, not ricocheting. So that's why you can get a lot of easier knockouts with even an easy hook.
I think less stronger guys with the hook would knock people out more. The less stronger guys, because you look at like what the right hand bomb that AJ landed on Ngannou, bro. That folded him like a fucking chair, and that was just a straight right.
I don't know, man. I don't know if I agree with that. I think it'd be more right hands. I'm trying to think like, okay, famous punch. When Rocky Marciano knocked out, I'm going to go back. I like taking all different generations. Rocky Marciano knocked out Walcott. That was a straight right. Let's think off the top of our heads. Let's think of some famous one punch knockouts that we could remember.
Mike Tyson knockouts was with the left hook.
One punch. I mean, yeah, he did all kinds. Yeah. I'm trying to think.
He was very dynamic.
Pacquiao and Marquez.
Okay, Hearns.
Overhand right.
Hearns
right.
Marquez,
Pacquiao. When Hagler put out Hearns, that was an overhand right or a left because he was southpaw, but same thing.
When Hearns put out Duran, that was an overhand right.
Yeah. That was a right as well.
Marquez, Pacquiao.
That was a right as well. He walked right into a straight right.
I don't know if this qualifies because of level of competition, but one of the most cartoonish ones, probably the most cartoonish ever, was Wilder Stavern.
Wilder's was always the right.
Dubois, Joshua.
That was a right as well. Walked right into a straight right. I'm telling you guys, I believe it's 80-90%.
Lewis Rockman. Lewis Rockman.
Most
that was a looping right. That was a right.
Most of Julian Jackson's.
Julian's were, I think his are kind
of most even. Of Julian Jackson's, Marco.
The nasty one that he landed, the biggest famous one, that was a right hand as well. But it was a looping right. It wasn't a straight. Yeah. I think they're mostly straight right, personally. Not looping.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna now. Just thinking about it right now with what everybody's. It's just you could, and then you could see the full amount of torque that comes if you land it perfect. It's just full, your entire body full torque coming down the fucking middle. It's
straight right.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, not breaking the energy. So, having a punch to travel further is taking away a little more than having it travel shorter. Yeah. So the impact builds more speed. And punching down matters a lot. Left hooks, you could like a good puncher. I don't know if a good puncher will punch and go down because when you're getting down, you're getting more torque in it. But sometimes hooks go up, they go maybe vertical, but the straight right always follows through and punches.
And that's why being flat.
Marco, who was that Julian? Who was that G-Man knocked out? Who got G-Man knocked out straight right?
Who did he knock out? Julian
the
Jackson.
Nasty one, the one that they loop.
The Hawk.
Julian Jackson, maybe.
Yeah, Julian. Jackson.
Yeah, I think it was
crazy.
Julian Jackson, maybe.
And you can't forget the OG one, Marco. Muhammad Ali versus Cleveland Williams. That right hand was nasty.
Yeah, but that wasn't one punch. He pieced him up. He gave him like an extra crispy 6-piece with a side of napkin. Yeah, extra napkin.
That was beautiful. That combo was crazy.
Yeah, like even Roy's, he almost never does one punch. Well, he does sometimes, but he does.
He broke his rib.
Yeah, that was a body shot. Yeah. Virgil Hill. Yep, body shot.
Yeah, Hill.
The shot he knocked out Montel with, where Montel tried to get up 3 times. That was a weird half hook.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Prince Nassim would throw but those guys were very awkward, kind of unique fighters with unique styles. Those two.
Right. Canelo.
What about Mike against?
That was a straight right.
Mike against Trevor Burbick. That was a hook. Yeah, that was a left hook.
Yeah.
No, are you sure? I thought that was a right hook.
Right?
I thought it was a right
It
hook.
wasn't
Hit him on
okay.
the temple.
Maybe it was a right hook, but it wasn't a straight right. It was definitely a hook.
Yeah,
you're right. It was
hook.
a straight right. Yeah. No, wait. No, hold on. No, that was a left
Left
hook.
hook. Left hook.
Left hook. Yeah, that was left hook.
What was that? What was the shot that Mikey Garcia hit? God, it was like the knockout of the year.
I don't know.
Oh, was that a left? He hit him and then like spun him and hit him with like a left hook.
Ryan Garcia versus Devin Haney.
That was mostly left hook, obviously, but that's Ryan Garcia.
No, because after that first one, he was hitting with that right hand.
Ryan Garcia versus Duno, maybe, or like Inoue versus Payano. He hit him with like that one, like bang bang.
Brian Norman just knocked that guy out with that.
That was a left hook. Yeah, that was a left hook.
Absolutely.
Hey, but
what did Inoue stop Fulton with, though? Anyone remember that?
That was a hook.
Hey, that knockout. That knockout.
No. Inoue, because I studied this fight a lot. When Fulton is circling on the ropes, he's circling out. Inoue just goes whap and catches him with the best leaping left hook that I've fucking just loved to study.
What about that Nakatani bomb on Mahoney, bro?
What? Tommy Bama Mahoney? Are you making
Nakatani, bro?
Oh, I thought you said Nakatani, yeah.
Versus Mahoney or Baloney, the Australian guys.
Yeah.
Bro, he hit him so hard that was I remember the sound on my TV. It was boom, like damn.
Yeah.
Ooh, I got one. Venado Lopez versus Leo.
I don't remember that.
Do you know those fighters though?
Nah, I don't know who they are.
Fuck.
He doesn't watch Pro Box.
Oh, you know what was a nasty knockout?
That was in Top Rank.
And this is one of the only ones. Javante's uppercut to Santa Cruz. That was an uppercut, but that was nasty.
Nasty, bro.
Yeah, I was gonna say that Charlo versus Julian Newman uppercut was crazy.
Yeah.
On a quick tangent, Marco, what would you say is the most underutilized, like gets thrown the least? The uppercut, right?
Uppercut. And FunTruck, since you're still sparring, use the uppercut. It's so underutilized. Use it. Trust me. Do more body work, which you seems like you do okay. Uppercut's important. And you seem like a guy that from what I saw, you kind of need to be at the right range, throw your punches. Your punches loop a little bit. So you want that little foot in between you. So I don't know if that would be comfortable for you, but utilize the uppercut. You got to be a little closer for it.
Just don't use it on no 6'5" dude like you were fighting. He's going to grab you.
How do you feel about the body jab, the stab to the body?
I never liked it, but of course, if you do it like Floyd, if there's a reason for it, because really, I would always tell fighters never jab to the body because you're just vulnerable. You're reaching out, you're going low.
You gotta be athletic.
You got to be fast, and you have to be doing it for a reason.
That's why Teal does it a lot.
Right? If you do it for a reason and you're fast enough where you don't, it's good. But if you're just throwing it just to throw it, it's the most vulnerable position you could be in.
I think it would be good, like disrupting someone from coming in. Again, this is all hypothetical on my part, but just like breaking their
body
momentum.
Jab is good.
You feel me?
A lot of amateurs
if you can get away with it.
Yeah. Andre Ward does a good job of getting underneath a lot of punches by throwing the body jab. When you throw a body jab, you can protect your chin by covering it with your shoulder, and you're almost slipping underneath any punch they're throwing.
You protect your chin here. You're not protecting the top of your fucking head.
You never teach anybody to throw double jab to the body, though. That's like a no.
Well, that's the same thing when you're doing anything double and triple.
That's what Hearns
did. Got knocked out.
That's what Hearns did to knock out Duran. He threw 2 bullshit flick jabs to the body, and Duran's like, "What? Boom!"
Anything to get their hands lower from when they're protecting their chin. If you can fake to the body, you can mix it up. What do they call it? Paint the fence.
Yeah.
Floyd did that with Corrales. He was killing him with that stab jab to the body.
Oh yeah, but he was doing it to set up. He was doing it to set up. And Roy, there's one where you see Roy goes jab head, jab body, jab head, jab body, jab head, jab body, jab head, hook head.
Yes. Yep. Mayweather does. Mayweather
did kill Shakur to that, bro. That's how Teal's gonna kill him to the body.
Yeah. So
that's where Shakur's not gonna be at a hang.
All right, guys. I gotta pick up my daughter. I will be back on tonight.
All right, guys. Peace.
Take care.
Love, peace, and hair grease.